Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Anybody
okay.
out there?
Yeah, it looks like we're good. Looks like audio levels are as they should be.
Hmm.
Yeah, mics are hot. Let's do this.
All right. Where was I in my gameplay journey last time we talked?
Your gameplay journey.
I had taught I had you know that I got a bunch of games from different people.
Yes.
Uh uh do you remember what I was playing last time? Or was I currently playing something last time we talked?
Oh, I don't recall because there's so many different names of games that I remember seeing pop up.
That's fair. I started playing, I don't know if it was before or after last session, Kingdom Hearts 1.
We did talk about Kingdom Hearts. I don't remember if you had started it then though.
Okay. I think it was right at the precipice, and I'll say that like with a high degree of certainty, it is going to be the worst game I've finished in a decade.
Wow, okay. That was not I was like, well, he was going to say it's like the most mid game he's ever played or something
No,
like
it's definitely the worst game I'm going to finish in
that.
the past.
Wow. That's
Uh,
incredible.
it has aged like cheese. Like not like cheese, like rotten moldy cheese is what I mean to say.
Ooh.
Like it like it's aged like milk. That's the phrase. Like which arguably is aging like cheese, but I don't have to get into that. So like the thing is, it is mechanically atrocious. Like it's like it feels like there was like no like design choices in Kingdom Hearts 1 to like make the gameplay interesting. The camera is a character, so it like has like momentum. So you like if it's running clockwise, then you want to dash back and like turn it counterclockwise. It has to go through a run stop animation. And on the camera, that feels like lunacy. I've never felt like this bad with a camera.
What do you mean? Is everyone loved Lakitu, right? Smiley face.
That's true. That's exactly what I'm seeking to emulate. Um, it has incredibly bad 3D platforming. Like there's like no good sense of space below you as you're moving around places. Sora also takes up like so much of the screen that like most jumps that have any kind of precision feel awful. The game starts with two like I think oh wait, so I'm technically I don't know if I'm at the end, but I've gone through 7 worlds plus a starter world and like a traversal world, like a hub world.
Yeah.
Um, the first 3 worlds are the worst 3 worlds, which feels like a terrible design choice. Because like I was going through those first 3 worlds and I was like, how do people finish this? Like I actually like said to Julia, like I can't believe this was made into a franchise and wasn't like abandoned after 1 game. And she told me that it sold gangbusters and it like reviewed really well. I'm so confused. It I think worse than anything, it also just like it very much feels like the most like soulless project. Like it very much feels like a Disney tie-in game in a lot of the worst ways. Like a lot of the best ideas are like it's like visual design, but that's because they're like very much modeled after the actual Disney characters.
Yeah.
The gameplay and everything to do with playing the game being the worst part of the game is hard because it means that like if you've watched a trailer for the game, you've probably seen the best part of the game.
That's crazy. It's like, yeah, I've watched the trailer. Yeah, I know what it's about. I've seen it all at this point.
Yeah, it's like it's so funny because I started playing Kingdom Hearts because Peanut told me Kingdom Hearts 2 is his favorite game of all time, or at least a contender. And I was like, well, I should start with 1. And he warned me it's gonna be a little rough, but like I kind of can't even like imagine how they're gonna take this like terrible framework and make a good sequel for it, because like it really is like what I would define as like one of the most soulless games I've ever played. And I like keep going back to like games that I like can compare to like what it's doing moment by moment, and like games that came out at like a similar time. It came out in 2002. Fucking Melee came out in 2001. Like I don't think that's a great comparison because I do kind of regret, to be honest, as I said that I kind of regret saying it, because like a lot of the games that have been interesting that I've played have not necessarily been like the best game of their year, or it might be that like they didn't learn lessons from a game that came out like 5 years earlier. But I just like I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about all of the games that I've played in the past couple of years that are like known for having like problems in the 3D space. Like Castlevania 64, it feels and controls worse than Castlevania 64, and that game is mostly known for how bad it controls.
Right.
And just because the game looks good and sounds good, I don't want to like give it a pass and just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm here for 30 hours to watch 2 hours of good cutscenes and then get stuck in hell for 28 hours. Like that's not a formula that I think is acceptable for like, you know, for a game I'm putting my time into.
What do you mean? I love. Okay, no, I'll exercise restraint. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something that might get me put on a hit list.
Huh? Come on, no, this is a safe space. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's just like a Kojima game.
Brother, you're spitting truth right now. Kojima, I went back to the beginning. I played MG1, MG2, MGS1, MGS2, MGS3, MGS4, MGS Revenge, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Yeah. There are in that list. I mean, to be fair, half of them are good, but 2 of them that are good are Metal Gear Solid games. It's like, I think that there's so much shit that people put up with, and like, just on this idea of like auteurship, and I really don't like it, and I really regret it. I'm delaying as long as I can going over to MGS5 because like I've heard that it is a lot more gameplay and a lot less story, or at least like the story is like told differently from like how it's done in like earlier titles.
Yeah.
But I just kind of am like, I don't know if he's actually got like that much sauce in the tank, and I know MGS5 already doesn't even have Kojima in the tank for the whole game, and it's like it's hard to like build up an excitement to go back and play it.
Yeah.
I said this to Julia like yesterday, or maybe it was today over lunch actually, that like there's a lot of people who I know who, this is gonna be a little snobby, but just like take it with a grain of salt, okay?
Okay.
There's a lot of people who play games and they have like this mindset of like, time to put in my 4,000th hour of Dead by Daylight, and like I'm going to play this game because it like I enjoy the act of like, you know, getting on and having like an okay time with friends and like goofing around, and I think that's fine. I don't think that like somebody's wrong for doing that, but I do get like regretful when I talk to a person who's like in that camp, and I talk to them about a game that is like really trying to do something interesting with its storytelling and its artistry and like themes, art style, like everything put together is just like trying to be something more and something interesting. And just kind of the way that they consume games is based solely on the framework of like, what is a fun time to just like, you know, just to kill time, and I don't really want to think about it or look at it more. And I talked to some people about like Metal Gear, and I'm not gonna name names. I talked to some people in our community, in our shared community, who talked with me about Metal Gear, and I'm like, you really didn't critically engage with what this game was trying to do or be. And it makes me nervous because some of the people who have that stance love Metal Gear Solid 5, and I'm like, if you completely misunderstood the narrative and the themes and the ideas of Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 3, which are the good Metal Gear Solid games, I'm nervous to take your opinion as I go into Metal Gear Solid 5.
Interesting. So like I guess I'm operating on the assumption that like when you say this about, you know, whatever voices are saying this to you,
let's say it's Julia, like, so I don't offend anyone.
Like, no, I don't need to probe who they are. I'm just trying to understand, like, are they like people who speak positive, like just people who speak positively about the game that gives you that impression? Like when
it's largely an issue. I actually don't even think it's like a matter of whether they said it's good or bad. In this case, they're saying that MGS5 is good.
Yeah, this specific example is what.
In this example, they're saying it's good, but largely it comes down to an issue of like, when I'm like having like a dialogue about like media that I think is like good or interesting, and I realize the way they engage with it and think about it is so antithetical to the way I engage with it, that it's like it's hard to like to realize that like we can have had the same experience and gotten such different takeaways out of it. Like I would say MGS1 is like mechanically pretty bad. Like I think again, like as a game it's pretty bad. The difference between it and Kingdom Hearts is I think that the story and the themes are really quite good.
Yeah.
And so like I engage with it I'm okay engaging with Metal Gear Solid 1 as a movie, because I think that like the movie that it is putting together and the ideas it's trying to put out are interesting enough. So when I hear somebody talk to me about Metal Gear Solid 1 and talk about it as like, oh yeah, the story was kind of whatever, I didn't really pay attention, I skipped through some cutscenes, I didn't really engage with it, but I really like the gameplay. I'm like, oh, we're on such extreme ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I like don't know how to like talk about the same game with you.
Yeah, because like the part you have the appreciation for is the part that they don't have an appreciation for, and vice versa.
Yes. It's like, it's just hard, like I think to have that like that realization that like the same game can like engage us very, very differently, and like it can be hard when it's like I like the overall experience, but I hate the thing that you like about it. And that's like almost like a hard I just don't want to rip that band-aid off sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, man, I'm trying to have a good time just hanging out with people. I don't need to like tell them why I think that the thing that they, you know, are telling me they agree with me, they like it for the wrong reasons. Like, you know, I don't want to be that kind of guy. But then it can be hard as well to like not feel like I'm able to, you know, get into the meat of the actual art that I care about.
Yeah. You don't want to expose yourself as the imposter among us, man, when you're sitting at the couch with the people and they say, bro, I just love the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 1, and guy number 2 says, yeah, bro, it's awesome, it's my favorite part. How about you, Titanium? Didn't you love that part of the game? And you said, oh fuck, I'm gonna be voted off the couch.
I mean, listen, I'll go one step further and say that like this is another thing. I mean, this is maybe an Ian mind virus, but like Metal Gear Solid 1 is a great example of a video game that I think that like you kind of need to play the prequel, and the prequel is so different that like nobody plays it. Like you really do have to engage with Metal Gear 1 and 2 to like play and appreciate all of MGS, I think. I think you end up missing a lot of like key pieces of like how the narrative is structured and what it's trying to like do, because you didn't like see the change in the themes between the arcs, which I guess is like the reason why people argue for like, you know, Kojima auteur, because it's like, oh, it's not just about consuming one game, it's about consuming like a franchise. But I also think that that's kind of douchey and like overstated, so that's the other awkward thing.
For clarification's sake, as someone who full disclosure, I haven't played a single Metal Gear game. I haven't played a single Kojima game before either, so
okay, go play Silent Hill 1.
When you say Metal Gear 1 and 2, are you referring like, when you talk about Metal Gear 1, is that like Metal Gear on NES?
Yeah, so yes and no. So Metal Gear, just to give the briefest history, Metal Gear was released, I believe, for MSX originally, which is a computer hardware.
Yeah.
And that was released for MSX, and then a slightly cut down, I think it's significantly cut down version, was released for North American audiences on the NES.
Yeah.
And so that was like a trimmed down version of it. And then Kojima said, all right, sounds good. I made that game. I had a good time. I'm leaving. And the American audiences really liked MGS1. So they said, sorry. I shouldn't say MGS. They liked MG1. And so...
Bold.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, old. Yeah.
No, I said bold.
Bold. Yeah,
of
bold.
them to do so.
So Konami said, okay, well Kojima's out, so we're gonna make it without him. We're gonna make MG2 an action game, and it's gonna have like no story, and like that's gonna be the point. And Kojima heard that, and he said, I'm molding. I'm gonna now come back after that and make an actual competing MG2. So there's an MG2 which came out for the NES, which is like a pure action game. It's got a subtitle. It's like but it was built as MG2.
Yeah.
And then we have Kojima's MG2, which again came out for MSX. And MG2 is definitely like top 3 narratives within the Metal Gear like expanded universe.
Interesting.
And then they said, okay, now that Kojima is back, he's gonna lead Metal Gear Solid, and that's the one that came out for
PlayStation 1?
PS2?
Yeah, it was okay. PlayStation 1.
PS1, yeah.
They didn't get to PS2 until Metal Gear Solid 2.
Like, I mean, we're getting a little into the weeds, but like, I will say that like, part of the reason why I've been enjoying so much like this past like year, 2 years of gaming is like I'm kind of in love with this fact that I'm just like existing in the Konamiverse because like they are like from the beginning, from 40 years ago, they have existed as like the shitty corporation kind of like acting against game developers. It's like one of the biggest like I think publisher developer relationships, even though it's technically an all-in-one house, where it's very clear that like they just kind of don't like each other and they kind of leave the developers to like do their own thing, but also they don't give them any support. Like every one of like Castlevania, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Tokimeki Memorial, they all have like different stories of Konami essentially misunderstanding the product and acting against the best interests of the developers to try and just cash in on like an unknown brand name. And that sucks, but it also has like led to some of the most like interesting design decisions I've ever played. Because like a big conversation with like Silent Hill is how like Silent Hill 1 was made by like the bad boy team at Konami that like they wanted to fire, but Japanese work culture like kind of doesn't encourage firing. So they were just kind of put into a back room and told to make a Resident Evil clone, and they pretty much got like no directives from management. They were just kind of like everyone who was like they wanted to fire from the company was put on this project, and they were given no support, and it led to like a really weird thing where like the music was made by like a guy who's like, oh yeah, I like the rustic sounds of like, you know, like of American rock, and then they heard that and the developers were like, oh, he said it's gonna be rusty, so we should put a bunch of rust in the game. And so like the map is covered with like a bunch of like red rust, and like it leads to really like grungy aesthetic. And like kind of like a lot of decisions are like that, where it's just like a miscommunication that happened because there was no producer like kind of acting as an in-between between departments. And it should have been a mess and an awful game, but instead it kind of got like the Melee effect, the Majora's Mask effect, where like without you know, when dad's away, the kids got to play and they got to like make something that was really special and really different than anything that kind of was coming out at the time. And like a lot of the design decisions maybe didn't work, but I also think that that's kind of almost better for it, because we got to see like extreme unbridled creativity at work. And like in some ways like you can get that from indie games. You definitely can. Like I don't want to like act like it's like you know, a dead form, but there is something different about like an indie game being creative because like the developers just like, you know, has full control, and as opposed to you are under a big corpo, but like you are just actively bucking against the machine to like make the type of product you want to make. And I just think it's interesting, and I think it's so cool that like so many of the developers on Silent Hill, like fucking the Castlevania guy made Tokimeki Memorial, the dating sim, and the Silent Hill people made Gravity Rush, like the collectathon, and it's like it's so weird to like have that kind of a crossover where like they kind of wanted to stay on a project but were forced into something different, but then because they were forced outside of that zone, they made something that was like really interesting because they were a little bit less I think tied down by like the norms of the genre. So anyway, that's how I feel. I feel Konami, bad company, but unfortunately that badness has led to a lot of interesting games and interesting choices.
Very, very interesting story, I think, because I don't know much about this stuff, but I do like me a weird game, and so the way, you know, the way that it's described, it's like, you know, the way you describe Silent Hill 1 specifically it seems very, very. I mean that should probably go without saying, but like, you know, now that Silent Hill is kind of like a franchise, I guess, like, see, from an outsider perspective, not knowing a lot about it, it's like, oh, it doesn't feel that weird because it's a franchise, you know, it's established, it's got like, you know, multiple games in the series, it's kind of normalized itself in that regard, right?
Yeah, but like at the time, like you kind of lose sight of like how different it was when it launched.
Yeah, because like for me, when I think, oh, like, you know, what's a weird game? Well, I'm thinking like Sonic Boom: The Rise of Lyric, or I'm thinking like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, you know, on the Wii U or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of when I'm thinking. Okay, maybe not this one. I was gonna say Bomberman Act Zero. That's just a bad one, but it is kind of weird to me because it's allegedly Bomberman. It's allegedly Bomberman.
I said to Julia the other day that like I've always like been one of those guys who like I like bad movies because like I like seeing like some like dumb design decisions that were made, and like so like I definitely liked like you could say like the Room style movies. And that's been fine for like my whole life, and like I can appreciate games from that lens too, but I think because of that I've always had like this separation in my mind of like whether something is good so like something can be bad and iconic in films, but like I think it took me a long time to like get to the point where I understood that the same thing kind of happened in gaming, so that like sometimes a game's like quality and enjoyment to play is just very different from like whether I think it is like really interesting to engage with and talk about. And like sometimes they line up. Sometimes the game's good and iconic. Sometimes the game's good and not iconic. Sometimes the game's iconic and not good. But like I'd say that like Konami consistently has put out iconic games whether or not they're good. And I think that they've been doing it for 40 years.
You know, now that we're talking about Konami so much, I'm trying to think of a single Konami game that I've played, and it's not looking good for me. It is not looking good for me. I don't know if I can come up with one.
Are you serious? You haven't played it? Well, you like Bomberman.
I don't. I've never played a Bomberman before. You're thinking of Artur, who...
Okay, well, you just mentioned Bomberman.
I did mention Bomberman because I know Bomberman Act Zero is... Do you know what Bomberman Act Zero is?
I actually don't, but I looked it up when you were saying it because I was like...
You looked it up and you said, "This is Bomberman?" Question mark. Is that that's like the first thing that probably went to your mind?
Yeah.
Because you see the guy on the cover and you're like, "That's not Bomberman."
It's Mr. Bomberman himself.
Yeah, it's Bomber Man, but like it's like a Mega Man Robot Master instead of actual Bomberman.
It's interesting that it still had the Bomberman gameplay though. Like for as gritty and like, you know, for as brown and Xbox 360 as the game looks, this game has a lot of rust.
What? Bomberman Act Zero?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's from the Rust era of games.
Hold on. I got one that I hope you have some positive connections with. They are the Dance Dance Revolution people.
No, I've not played DDR. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be a little cooked then. I think that's
Konami weak is what's going on here.
I mean, there's some things that I don't want to engage with. Like technically, Konami is the Contra people. I don't really have any care about Contra or Gradius or I'm looking through their list right now. They've got Suikoden. Suikoden I've thought about playing. That's like their main RPG franchise.
Like a moth to a flame, eh?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I think that there's so much value in doing what I'm doing, because like I think that people like to look at games like from like the auteur lens and like follow like, oh, this one developer did all this stuff, but like I think that like doing a studio or even like a publisher like this, where like in the era when publishers were actually publishers and weren't just like when they were more involved in the project, I'll say is what it used to be. Or at least that's what it seems like. There's so many publishers where it's just like, the game's fully done, all right, we'll advertise it, and I'm like, all right, you weren't really involved with this project. Whereas it feels like a lot of like old games kind of define like their relationship with their publisher as like, no, they are the execs in the back room, and they were there from like day one of development. In fact, they might have started development. They might have told us like, hey, the market needs a game in this industry, so find some developers to make it. But I'll share one more tidbit, one more Silent Hill tidbit, and then we'll switch over to XCOM.
Okay.
So this is one I just like genuinely really enjoy. So in Silent Hill 1, every in-game cutscene was made by one guy. He just like he's like, yeah, this is what I do for Konami.
I'm cutscene man. Yep.
I'm cutscene man, and I've been put in the doghouse because we don't make enough cutscenes for our games. So I'm hanging out on Team Silent with the other bad boys, and he was still like fringe connected with like the corporate side. So he got his boss to like review his work, you know, every month or so. He just like kind of was like, hey, here's how it's going. Take a look. Let me know if there's anything that's wrong. So I was like, fine. So he had a little bit of a relationship with his boss. And then the issue is that his boss didn't know how to do his job. Like his boss was really just like there to like be the exec connection point. And then when Silent Hill 1 came out, his boss's name was in the credits, but his name wasn't.
That's wild.
And he was pissed. Yeah. So he was like, all right, well, I did all the work, and my boss just stopped by once a month to just say, looks good, keep going. So in order to get around his boss, his supervisor, for Silent Hill 2, he would go to the office always after 10 p.m. when everyone had gone home and render the cutscenes on all 130 machines that they had in the office. And he made sure to like log that his boss was not in the office at the time. So when the game came out, his boss's name couldn't be put down as like having made the cutscenes.
Damn, he went to some lengths for that.
I was like, that's a crazy tidbit to just feel like.
He went to some lengths.
Yeah, I work at 10 p.m. after 10 p.m. just to avoid my boss like getting credit for my work.
I mean,
that's kind of like it's kind of how all the departments were. Like they kind of just all hated their bosses, and their bosses kind of hated them.
Crazy. It's crazy that we actually made things under conditions like that. You know, crazy that there were people people part of this species that we are part of, and they made something like that, and it's like a big franchise. It's like a big franchise now.
I think it's cool. I think it's like I'll be honest. I could talk about this a lot more, but I realize that I'm getting a little into the Konami weeds here.
Okay. We can load up our save file right here. I have like a tiny little Yap tidbit to add, but I started a backlogged account like a week and a half ago because a friend of mine was like, I want to, have like a mal for games. And I was like, that's called backlogged. That's what that is. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go make one. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll make one too. So I spent like, a couple nights just thinking about it. And I am proud to say I have more games on the played marked as played than marked as backlogged. Okay. I know that probably doesn't sound like a very high standard. Okay. But I feel like I'm eating way better than the average person.
Well, now you've teased me. Can I see your backlog? Well, what's your name on it? I'll just look it up.
While we're on stream, I mean, I guess I could send it to you. I do just have a tab of it open right now in case I remember anything.
Yeah. Because you're waiting for the moment when you can knock off XCOM 2 is finished.
I do have it in the playing section, so specifically War of the Chosen. So there you go. If you want to scope me out, you want to roast me. I did.
Hell yeah! No, hold on. This is so based. Listen. Project Plus Hat in Time Free Tactics in your favorite games list is so banger.
I could only put 5, so I had to think very carefully about what 5 are going on the front of my profile.
That's such a banger trilogy. I actually am like, that's so good. I will say I haven't played Katana Zero, which is like the only thing that like I've thought about going back and playing it. The thing is that right now my ninja quota is being filled by Julia is telling me I gotta go play The Messenger as part of my Metroidvania backlog.
That's perfectly fine. I would not rush you on playing Katana Zero because one of the biggest okay, I really love Katana Zero. It's short. That's the most common criticism that people have of it. my biggest criticism of it, despite how much I love the game and I think it's awesome, is that
Okay. Yeah.
it doesn't actually have like an ending right now. It doesn't have an ending. So this, like, I like the story. I like the presentation that they do for the story, but it is an inconclusive story right now, and it's supposed to be finished, I presume, in the free DLC that has been in development for years now. And that's not like unexpected, because Katana Zero itself was in development for years before it came out. But it's literally solo dev. Like, it's a solo dev project. And he was like, I don't know if he still is, but he was working on 2 projects at the same time, with the DLC being one of them. So I would not like. I think it's a great game. I think it's it's the holes that you can poke into it for critiquing it are quite apparent. But I think what it is and what it has in there, I love it. I think it's awesome. But
Yeah.
like specifically for you, with the way that you see games, I would say there's no rush to get into Katana Zero. If the DLC drops, and I say if because it's been a minute, then that's when I'll be like,
That's my trigger.
Yeah, get into it. Get into it, give it a go, because hopefully once the free DLC for Katana Zero drops, it actually has a conclusion to the story.
Yeah. That's extremely fair. I will say, I don't think I realized how many like what all I can describe as anime games you've played.
Do I have a lot?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're all like. Is everything on here a finished game?
Most things are finished games.
Okay. So, like, I'm just seeing, like, Aura Kingdom, Stella
That game
Glow.
sucks. That game is terrible. I hate Aura Kingdom.
The Neptunia franchise.
I've played some of those when I was a lot younger. It was like a high school time frame, and a lot of those do suck.
What? I mean, you did talk about Tokyo Mirage.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions I like because it's weird. It's weird, okay? It hits the weird part of my funny bone,
Yeah, I'm intentionally avoiding the one that you're currently playing.
Yeah,
that
don't say anything about that one.
But like there's definitely like a lot of games that, like, if I showed it to the average person, I said, "What's the connecting thread?" They'd be like, "Oh, it has an anime art style." They seem to largely be in the RPG space. I'm guessing you used to play more RPGs.
I mean, yeah, like I did acquire a lot of RPGs when I was younger, and so that's kind of like when I'm looking like, oh, what am I gonna play now? Like I did that, like that was kind of what it turned out. Just like, oh, I've got this game, I'll play this game. I've soured heavily on a lot of the RPG experiences that I.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, and I kind of followed a similar route. Like I used to play a ton of Western RPGs, and then that was good. And I kind of had that experience for a long time, just being like, all right, you're a fantasy themed RPG, like I'll try it. And then now I play a lot of JRPGs, but like my number one takeaway with almost any game I play is like, dude, can we just take out the RPG elements? Like I fucking hate levels. I'll just be real about it. I think levels are so bad.
They're kind of stupid.
I do not understand it. I don't get the point. Kingdom Hearts, another bad RPG. That game, legally a Metroidvania, if you want to get technical, but like, it has such a skewed difficulty curve based entirely on like what level are you at. Like the entire game kind of is like a level check, and like you hit a certain point where you're like, okay, I've reached a level check. It's like, all right, well, it's easier now, but it's not more fun, which is like also the worst of two worlds.
Yeah.
But at the very least, because it's easier, it goes faster.
Yeah. I have like a lot of games on the backlog there that like I did not put in a rating for because I like played them as a kid, completed them as a kid, and I don't know what I would say for them because it was so long ago. However, there are some that fall into that category that I look back at fondly enough to rate them, which typically end up being in a positive light.
Well, I'll say one that caught my eye immediately because I was looking at it. I was on the first page. Is Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue?
Yeah, that game,
which is rated over Just Cause 3 and Splatoon, and placed right beside both of them.
Yeah. No, I stand by that one. I stand by.
It's a heater.
Yeah, I like that game. I think it's like a 3D it's a 3D platformer collectathon. Here's the thing about Splatoon and Just Cause 3. Splatoon can't tell you a thing about what the single player was. And at that point it's like, oh, it's just a multiplayer game. And it was like, yeah, it was like neat as a concept when it first came out, but I didn't really care to stick around for it. I thought that the like RPG ideas behind like its equipment for it were
I
just
can't believe I'm
kinda-
saying this. I'm looking at the game right now. It kind of does look like a heater.
it's a heater, bro. It's a heater. I know.
Actually, this controls like pretty well. I actually quite like the art style. I think that like
Yeah.
this is kind of actually good.
You
Hold
know
on.
what? I'll give you another fun fact. Mama Marfy came by my room the other day just randomly, and she's like, you know what we should do? You should boot up the Dreamcast and we should play 102 Dalmatians someday, like in the near future. And I'm like, yeah, we could do that. I actually started a save file like maybe 4 years ago to do that same thing, and it's probably still on a VMU somewhere here. So I was like, yeah, sure, we could do that at some point, because I mean it's a heater. It's a heater.
I'm being completely serious. Yeah, honestly, it looks it looks surprisingly good. I don't know when this game came out, but it's a PS1 title.
Yeah, I have it on Dreamcast, so that's the platform that I played it on.
Puppies to the rescue. Okay, this game is a 2000 platformer. In the year 2000, I can't believe how much better this looks than Kingdom Hearts 1. The most insane thing about this is that Disney had the sauce, and then they lost it by the time they got to Kingdom Hearts 1.
This is really funny, like the thing to hear. I just can't stop giggling about it internally. Like it's very funny that this is the game. You'll see if you go through my backlog. There's like a bunch of weird games up like there that you've probably never heard of, that are just like because I was a Dreamcast kid. Like
I'm worried that like I just could never get a full back, especially like there's so many games that I put like, you know, maybe 5 hours into and then didn't finish, that I kind of would love to have recorded, but I just like kind of don't know how I even find them now.
Yeah.
Like there was an era so there was an era during COVID where I was just going through the anti-racism bundle and just would be like, I'm gonna put a couple hours into a bunch of different games and just experience them and get like a vertical slice of all these games.
Yeah.
And like they were very valuable and I thought they were great, but like I can't really go back and find that log. Likewise, me and Leviticus used to hop in a Discord call. I had every single SNES ROM downloaded, and we select a random one using a random number generator.
Legally, because you own every single SNES cartridge in existence, and you legally rip the ROMs from it.
Yes, yeah, of course. So we'd randomize which game we were gonna play from my library, my physical library in my physical house, and then which game we chose, I would then copy my physical copy onto my PC, just for streaming purposes. But like I played so many games just through that lens, and if we talk about them and like the game gets mentioned, I'll be like, yes, I remember this game distinctly. But I could not, from memory, give you a full history of them.
I guess like you'd have to just like search, like comb through SNES games if you were to try to do something like that.
I just have to do like so much in general. Like it's just like I can kind of accept that like I also think I'm not good at like my enemy list or like backlog. Like I'm just bad at like maintaining that kind of a format. Like I had a my anime list, I got most of the stuff I had ever seen on it, and then I just kind of like immediately after I finished getting it established, I never looked at it again. And the thing is, I would like to look at it again now to be like, oh, what's my history of shows, but I don't know. I don't have a record.
That's fine. I couldn't do a MAL either. Well, I could do a MAL. Actually, doing a MAL would be very, very easy for me. But would I update a MAL? No, but it would also be very, very easy for me to make sure it's still accurate.
Yes. Because you don't watch that much stuff.
I
Right?
don't. I watch JoJo's and that's it.
Yeah, I watch about like 10 shows a season.
I also still like haven't watched part 6 of JoJo, so I've only watched 1 through 5.
It's okay. I'm not in love with part 6, to be honest. At least in the anime department, like part 4 Beast, and I kind of my love of JoJo's went down when we left part 4 because part 4 was so Beast.
Part 5 was kind of stinky, I must say it.
I kind of agree. I just like think 5 like had a lot of stumbles and was missing some of that heater moment.
It just felt like Italian
puppies to the rescue energy.
It was just Italian food of the week, honestly. Like that's what it was.
Well, you have a problem with Italians?
Well, no, it's just that all the bad guys are named after. I guess not all the bad guys. Like just all the guys in general are named after Italian foods.
Yeah.
Carne though, that's my favorite guy. Don't talk shit about Carne. Don't talk shit about Carne. Okay, do you know who Carne is?
Yeah.
Okay, you know him by name? That's awesome. You're so real for that.
Well, okay. Now you're putting on. I did
me.
immediately type in as you said Carne because I was like, but I know him from aesthetic more than I know from name.
Yeah, because he shows up, he says literally nothing, dies, and that's all he does, and the rest of it is just what his sand power does.
That guy's got a fucking flat top. That guy's got a flash kick.
Yeah, he's got a flash kick in him. Speaking of flash kicks,
should we do a quick flash kick?
Well, I'm pretty sure this is the same squad that we had talked about levying last time. We wanted to levy Outrider plus Werner for their bond. And
Yeah, because they're dating now. Yeah.
Jill was on this squad because we accidentally gave her the scope, and then Bayo's there because she's big tank.
She's sick.
I gave her med kit because she's not likely to get picked off immediately, so she'll be able to, at the very least, use it on herself if she takes a hit.
But you don't want to leave her with double grenade, because then she could shoot 2 grenades with her launcher.
I mean, yes, but like if we consider like our turn actions, giving med kit to someone else means that they'd lose the capability of grenade.
I guess that's fair. Okay, I can live with that. I think Bayo's aimed. It's just okay, right?
Yeah, it's not great.
It's fine. It's honestly it's good enough that I'm fine to run it.
We do have a weapon upgrade. It's still the autoloader. We wanted to save that, I think. We want to save it for Mox. Whoever's gonna be.
Yeah, that guy's gonna want it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, shall we deploy with this then?
Yep, I'm good for this.
Right.
After an hour of yapping.
And at slightly under an hour because we started up a little bit after 7:30.
Okay, the people are here to hear our puppies to the rescue takes.
We didn't plan on talking about our puppies to the rescue tape today. That was entirely spontaneous. But I'm very happy that that's one of the things on the backlog list that you clung to.
Oh yeah, my eyes went straight to it. You know what the thing is that the Dalmatian side quest is the worst part of Kingdom Hearts 1. So I immediately had a negative reaction. I saw the Dalmatian, I got mad.
I see.
And then I pulled over it and I was like 3.5 out of 5. This is a good game.
Yeah, hold on. This is he ? Yeah, better game than Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3 is a fine game for what it is. I like it. It's just like this, like I didn't care for the story, and it's just kind of like an action hero simulator, which is what it is. But like I can't really pretend it's like anything more than what that is, right? And it's not like a super profound experience, but yeah. It's a good blow stuff up kind of a video game. I like that.
Just to get back into this, so we're saving the skirmisher in this mission, right?
No, this is a terror mission.
Oh, this is terror. That's right.
So you can see objectives top left. We have
neutralize enemies. And there's 19 living units. So wait, are those all human? Like, are those all innocents over there?
I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering what exactly. It's 0 out of 6 there. but 19 and then 0. Like so.
So we have to save 6 civilians. We can't just save 1 anymore.
I'm not certain. Maybe that is how it operates. Here's one thing that is different in this game is that you can see this guy on the rock here has a gun.
Oh, so civvies can have guns.
Yeah, so there are resistance members here who have guns and will help out in the fight and shoot at stuff. So there's another one right there in that half cover.
Interesting. Okay. So we don't want to save them immediately because they could potentially help us fight.
I don't think they're savable because they're staying to help us fight.
Gotcha. Okay. I think you should get our Outrider to probably move up because they're stealthed up, right? Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we said what did we say was good about this?
Crap! I didn't download a mod to get rid of this. My bad. I'll figure that out for next stream.
That's okay. So she has big blue move. She can actually get like quite far up in blue move, and I actually think she should.
Okay. So what kind of direction do we think we want to approach?
I think we go towards the resistance, don't we? Because
we'll just go directly there then.
Yeah, I think so. Because like we're probably going to run like stuff's gonna probably come out towards us as we're going that way.
Possibly so.
I'm fine with her going to that half cover rock. I mean, like just in case she gets spotted in some way.
Okay, so we'll start with that. Oh yeah, here's teamwork on the bottom here.
Yeah, so that's sacrificing your ability point is teamwork.
Yeah, and then giving it to Werner. Okay, so we'll go there.
And yes, Werner is a sniper, so move and shoot is off the table. So we might want to get him set up.
Move and shoot is off unless he goes pistol.
Yes, but he has a blue move to the full cover tree, and I actually think he should take it. I'm thinking about the one on the left there. Yeah.
Okay. We don't want to have him be too far away from Outrider because I think they need to. They do have a range to teamwork.
Oh, is there? Okay. I will say that I'm pretty sure. Does Werner already have the squad sight or no? That's later.
Yeah, no. The squad sight's the first skill that he gets, so he should have squad sight.
Gotcha. Okay, so he has squad sight. In that case, you can just post him up right there where you're hovering, and I think he can sit here, like with as we begin to encroach on this area.
Yeah, the main thing that will be blocking him is like maybe this structure here.
Yeah, I mean, like if we get to that location, we might want to move him up, but like he doesn't need to be the front line, which is I think the intention. I think that the smart move to me would be to potentially talk about a dash here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bayo wants to dash because her movement is like a weak stat for her.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're gonna be low on overwatches, but I think that's fine.
Okay. We'll just put her there.
And then we've got Jill. So she has boosted aim, correct?
Yeah, she's got good aim.
So I mean, to be honest, I actually might also get her to dash just to go on the stump. Yeah, she can go there. Yeah, she can just go in the line.
Okay.
On it. I think that only Werner. Excuse me. I think only Werner is going to Overwatch if I'm Ernest. Although what you could do, if there's no cooldown, you could give the action point from Outrider to him if we wanted him to move again.
No, we get it once per mission. So
gotcha.
It's a one-time consumable. So we probably don't want to use it right now.
No, we don't want to waste it. So he can Y with a pistol.
Yeah.
Got it covered.
I think she just hunkers or even considers dashing, but I think like hunker. Both are fine. Both are differently good. If you want her to sort of have skill potential, she should potentially go to that corner between two rocks.
Oh, you like here is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll see how that goes. Should be fine. She shouldn't be close enough to be in any actual.
Yes. And then now her line of sight will be helpful. So.
Okay, so they see the resistance guy over there. That's not us.
Yeah. Okay. So that's. Yeah,
okay. So maybe that is also us? Question mark. Maybe that's. I see resistance, so I see XCOM. Oh, okay. There's a. Oh, okay.
Oh. So we didn't see that guy, but the resistance saw him.
Yeah, the resistance sees that guy. Nice shooting, Dix.
Fortunately, sectoids would be nice to have a sword here, but
Oh wow, this is. Oh my god, that guy got cooked. Crit by the resistance over there. Okay, I didn't realize how far this map extended.
yeah. So like the resistance are already involved in the fight.
I can't see right there, but it's just
Hit rates are not good because of the cover there. So, sorry, what was the one on the? It was 26 on one, and what was it on the other?
It was 40, like 45.
I mean, I think she could afford to move into a position to try and get the kill, like try and get a better vantage. I think everyone can afford to be moving, to be honest. Like,
except maybe not Werner.
He has squad sight does cause a penalty, but he get 26. Yeah, okay. I think we should try and kill the one that we can actually have a chance of killing. If you want to, we can have because we said it's easy to reestablish stealth, right? That's what our takeaway was.
For Outrider specifically, yeah. The squad wasn't concealed when we dropped for this mission.
Yeah. So no, I meant for Outrider. For Outrider to reestablish, it's on a cooldown timer and it's short.
And she can use it. She can use it once per mission.
It is once per mission. That's what. Okay, so my bad.
Yeah, maybe we get multiple charges of it if we become a bigger, more epic Outrider. But for now, it's just
okay.
once.
I think that like we probably still want to move in a way that allows us to get a better shot. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean.
Because Bayo's in half cover anyways, so she might as well just reduce her range.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, looks like
That rock is probably the one.
Like to here.
There. Yeah, I think so.
I'm on the move.
And she checks her shot, 30 or 51. I think we probably try and take this guy out rather than focusing the sect.
Okay. That's
okay.
That's quite bad.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to take the shot. The weapon range, if anything, it's a bonus right now. Is she in full cover or she's in? Yeah, she's in full cover.
Yeah.
I'd say just leave her here and let her take the shot from here, unless you wanted to increase somebody's defense with her ability instead of. Like we could take this shot, but there's no chance of crit is the issue.
Yeah, it wasn't a chance either way, but you just want to go for it.
I think we do probably want to go for it. I think we might have to have a conversation about whether Outrider fires, to be honest.
Yeah, Outrider might have to bail us out of this in some way, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Bruh, nice camera.
Come on.
Yeah, the good camera has been patched out. It's not the same.
So I mean, Outrider, just see her shots first.
Hold on, wait, we have a remote start candidate in range now, which is some cars over here. That's interesting. All right, Outrider.
Just see it first. So it's like, yeah, it's 61 and it's still 0 crit. So she's definitely not killing if she shoots him.
Yeah.
That is an option.
Yeah, we do have Claymore. We have Teamwork as well. She has 2 actions. So, I mean, she could give an action to Werner and then like Claymore or something.
I see. If you want to guarantee the kill with that.
It's not really a guarantee, but it'll blow
Jill
that.
Or Jill could take her shot first if you wanted to commit to a shot and see whether it hits, and then that can determine our decision.
I'm a little bit hesitant to commit to shot on Jill early because she has aid protocol, and we might want that for Bayo.
On Bayo, yeah, because she's there. Okay, all right, I'm fine if you want to. How much will Claymore do?
It does 5 flat. It'll blow cover.
So yeah, it should let him get it. So we want to do that first. All right, if you want to throw Claymore and then give point, I think that like we hit 2 enemies in front of us. We failed to kill one of them. I think we should try and get the kill because one less shot on us is gonna be big.
Yeah, well, and this is a stun lancer too, so he's probably likely to come to melee range and stun us, and we'll lose a unit action next turn.
I see.
And
Then
if-
yeah, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, and a sectoid might be. So first thing I think we have to do is we have to.
No,
teamwork.
you should. You can teamwork, but then you have to claymore before he shoots.
Yeah, that's the idea. You have to teamwork and give one of the actions to.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I guess like part of the benefit of this is that, by throwing Claymore, Outrider is not revealed, so she's not
Yes.
going to be in a
Target. Yeah. So the aid protocol can focus on Bayo.
Yeah, so
Safely.
we'll go there.
I'll leave this here.
Brother, she better be able to activate it. That's why I was asking.
Why?
I'm
Wait,
pissed.
we can't shoot with sniper twice. We can't shoot with sniper twice.
I am kind of cheesed that this is how this is turning out, but
Can't shoot with sniper twice.
I think we just have to aid protocol Bayo because there's nothing to be done, and we'll take a dip. I kind of have nothing pistol shot. If he doesn't move, then we've got a chance of exploding him, but I don't want to throw more good money after bad.
The problem is that the Claymore's not motion activated, so if
No,
like,
I got it. He's probably gonna move. I don't really have an answer for you. I still need us to aid protocol Bayo. There's no conversation there. She's in a lot of danger being out there now.
I'm like wondering though if the best idea is like we have to get rid of one of them. And the way to get rid of one of them is that
Throw a grenade to activate the claymore.
yeah, we could throw grenade to activate Claymore, or we have to reposition to throw grenade to hit Claymore, which looks a bit tough for us to get because our position currently can only reach about this far.
Looks like we have enough. We have a blue move to half cover. Yeah, there.
You want to try that and check the range there?
Sure.
Okay.
Rolling.
Yeah. Our options are quite limited, so. Okay, yeah, we can hit this. We can hit this for kill.
Yeah, I'd say throw it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't blow up the claymore, I'll be pissed, but at least we'll have an answer.
No, it will blow up the Claymore. We saw that last time we played when we nuked the Chosen. There we go.
Okay. Well,
Okay. And then at this point, it's just like a
he
Y.
he Ys, I guess. Well, he has a shot technically.
He doesn't have a shot. He can't take a shot.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
that-
Oh,
that's-
it's because
that's
he's
what-
moving. Okay.
Yeah, that's why the
Hit-
teamwork
hit-
is so.
Hit a Y. Hit a Y. I'm getting a little flustered. Hit a Y. All right. This is.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
running.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
They're trying to find some cover.
That's pretty big.
He discovers us.
He just saw us,
Yeah, so I guess he takes a. Damn it.
brother.
It's okay. He's not used to this weapon. He's never used it before.
Okay. Nice flank.
Yeah,
If
get him.
somehow
Cook 'em.
we got a little saved by some of this, I think we immediately remote detonate that cart because it's an enemy that's on the other side of this, and this guy is kind of getting bullied.
Yeah, we could take a blue move with Outrider, maybe see if we can scout that position. And oh, okay, no, he's revealed right there. Okay, we know he's there because of that shot. That's really good. Oh my God, he
My
double,
God, this guy's
double-
cooking him.
This lady on the resistance double crits that guy.
Okay, so just make sure she doesn't go into a spot that's gonna get her seen. But yeah, she can go that way.
Yeah, okay, we'll go here. That seems like a pretty safe scout spot.
Yep.
I will reposition.
And then
Remote explosion on the closer one, right?
yeah, it's a closer one right here.
Yeah. 12 damage.
Advantage.
Boom, very cool. And that doesn't
Alright.
reveal her epic style.
All right. So Jill, I think is gonna try and get the kill. To be honest.
Jill for the kill. Yeah, okay, so from whereabouts do we want?
I think she
to
can
try
go.
that?
If she goes to the tree, does it count as flanking or no?
No, it doesn't. She'd have to be on this side right there, but that's dash.
What if she Yeah, there's not really a good way for her to get around the tree properly.
Like it looks like her safest option is kind of just like here or something.
Sure.
Like
Okay.
we could station her up here, but we're not exactly sure if there's anything up here.
No, I think what you're suggesting is good. Like, put her in the full cover. This also means that if we, for whatever reason, we have to grenade the tree, she's.
Yeah, that's also like a pretty important consideration. All right, so you just want to have a.
Yeah. Roll the dice.
All right, here we go. Ah, nice.
Okay. Finally, hitting a low roll.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're running. Interesting.
Okay, so you just need to clear out the pods that are threatening the civs, and they automatically clear out. I like that. That's a good change.
Yeah, I think that's better. And so yeah, the resistances stay with us.
Oh, and they move into.
What
the
I'm
next
worried about
location.
is there's going to be more enemies that are going to show up.
Like as we move up to.
Yeah, as we progress, there's no way that we've seen all the enemies we're going to see.
Oh, I mean certainly not.
Uh,
The next area for combat's over here.
We might want to consider getting Werner in the survey tower.
It might not be a bad idea. In that case, you want to put him a tree on a dash?
Yeah, so then next turn he'll dash over there. Yeah.
Good to go.
And Bayo probably needs a dash as well.
Yeah, she can. As long as she's in good cover, I'm fine with her moving wherever. It looks like.
Best cover
I mean,
here.
okay,
best,
we
like,
can do big movement to the half cover because we've seen where the enemies are. So
Okay.
I think that spot is fine.
On the move.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any pods on this map that will attack us unless they were to see that move we just took. Because they have to be aware of us before they're allowed to attack us.
Yeah, is she gonna finish him off? Okay, so this is a newly sighted enemy.
Was that a stun lancer?
I think so.
Oh my
God,
he got
my
crit
God.
all 3 times!
That's crazy.
Are these resistance members sure they need our help? They're not like... They're kind of just better than us, is the thing.
Yeah, so she can make a big blue move.
Whereabouts
Yeah,
do we think we want to go?
I think on the left side of the car, I guess. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, okay, we can try that.
There's flexibility and she moves max
I'm
distance.
at your service.
Okay, we don't see anything off of it.
No, that's interesting. All right, I think she's gonna move again because I think it's likely that we're gonna have to dash with some people this turn. To be honest.
Okay, we probably don't want to take too much of a move there, I think, because if we see
That's
some-
fair. Do you want to get? Is there a full cover she can sort of sit by?
This rock is full cover.
I'm fine with that. Why don't we do that then? Yeah.
All right, which spot on it?
I think left side of it.
Not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just see down into the forest.
Okay.
All right, I think people can big move to catch up.
Sure thing.
There's a dash on Bayo that can put her to the half cover near Outrider.
This one?
Yeah, the sandbags. I'm thinking might be good.
Yeah, we could try that.
Move, move, move.
I think we put Werner in the tower, and I think Jill moves up similarly.
There.
Yeah, corner,
Yeah.
corner cubby.
Location confirmed.
And Jill, like, looking like she might have to be like there.
Yeah, I think there. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a dash turn, but it's okay. Like they haven't seen us, so
Yeah.
if they come in on us, yeah, here we go. There's our indicators. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's 2 stun lancers, and there's this guy on the other side.
Right out in the
Resistance,
open,
kinda
it
good.
misses.
Oh, 5 units. Okay, 5 units are surrounding this. This is quite the firefight.
This is stormtrooper firefight.
Yeah. Where's our girl?
Ooh, nice shot, bud.
My God.
Wow. I was hoping for crit. That was so funny. Here's our girl.
watch
Here's
out.
our girl. Oh my
my
god,
God.
she's 4 for 4 on crits.
What the hell is going on with her? Oh my god. I wonder if she's like actually a special unit that's like scripted just crit, because like this is crazy.
No, no way. This is just like XCOM 2. All right, so we've got Outrider here. We can make some remote starts off cooldown. Let's see what's around here. Oh, okay, that's a team kill right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we've got nothing really.
Wow, remote start's good.
She's kind of strong.
I didn't realize it was gonna be such a short cooldown.
Do we want to just like move up here with Outrider?
I think so. I think that's step 1. Yeah.
Okay.
My life is in your hands. The invaders send a
Okay, so
patrol.
she sees him. Does Werner get squad sight on that? He does
Oh,
not.
the big trees maybe blocking it.
Oh wait, no, she no longer sees him. She saw him as part of the move, but not at the end point of the move.
Interesting. Okay. So she does have the option to move like to the tree there and get full cover vision.
Like there's what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She'll be covered, so I think it's actually probably good, to be honest.
Okay, I'm just wondering about the unknown, but do we have another like site where combat's happening?
So in the top right, I think there was an enemy that was shot at. There's 2 lancers up there.
Oh.
But it's quite far from where she is.
Yeah, okay, this 15, that's definitely not 15. So there's got to be another site. So there could be more that we're unsure about. But
Oh, more pods. Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
more pods.
So
I
you-
think there, yeah.
okay, I'll go through judgment on this one. I think I'm still in judgment called debt. Okay, Werner.
Alright, so let's see if Werner has a shot or not. He doesn't. Oh,
Oh, what? Wait.
can-
Oh no, he has to
has to-
move to various spots to get the shot. Okay, what? That's gonna cause a problem though, because he's gonna take a new position once that happens.
all right. Well, I don't think we had to rush too much, to be honest. What we're mainly losing is XP from like these guys, the resistance members. But as long as people are in full cover, I think I'm okay to blue move up and Y, to be honest.
If Bayo moves up much further than she is, she will alert the guy that's over here.
Which one? Oh,
The
that guy.
Yeah, that guy that we see over there.
I actually think I'm okay with that. It might draw his attention more here
Okay.
and like let us take a shot at him.
Maybe Werner can see the squad site if he does come this way.
Yeah, I'm down for this.
So we'll go there,
Yeah.
and then Jill can possibly reach the full cover rock that Outrider was on. Hello.
Oh, what was that? Okay, so he's moved up into cover, but
Check
in
Werner.
vision.
Yeah. Okay. Werner's got vision now. It's not
Okay.
pretty shot, but he's
So he might have a maximum range, or it might be that big tree that was blocking him. I think Werner just takes the shot because I think there's better odds. Actually, you know what? His hit rate, it's up to you. I'm down for either. The other person's probably going to end up Ying, so.
yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just. I kind of just want to take a shot and see how it goes. You just wanna do
Sure.
that? Okay. Oh, he's
Nice.
he's our guy. He's our
That's
guy.
our goat. So she got 2 shots left. And Jill doesn't have a great spot to move to for blue move. She's protected by the. I kind of want her to blue move to the sandbags that Bayo was on, to be honest. Rather than that, she can take some actionability and have a Y up.
Okay.
Orders
We'll go with
confirmed.
the, oh, defer to that to your judgment there. I guess we'll just
I think we
Y.
can-
Yeah.
I think Y both, yeah, because we can like deal with whatever comes our way, and if we activate our Ys, we'll have to reload soon after. Okay, so these are seeing us or the resistance?
The resistance. Which is funny that one of them took a shot and was not alerted.
I think that's why the girl was like triple critting him. Oh my god.
He says, "Oh, the guy over there. He shot."
Oh my
me."
god, get a high ground.
the really high ground. Is she gonna shoot at that guy right there? Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's cooked. He's done for. Yeah.
Oh my god. Do you see him in the smoke?
Oh, that guy has loot on him.
You want to try and get Outrider over there?
Yeah, maybe so. My god.
Okay, we do legitimately have to move up to get some kills.
Yeah.
Does Bayo, because she's the furthest up, have a move that can give her vision of someone?
Yeah, it looks like she'll see the stun lancer who's over there if she takes a blue, like somewhere nearby. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like she has good full cover capabilities anywhere.
What about what about the double half cover? Because that's better than the that one. Sorry, the one close to her. Oh, that one too. But
no, that's a dash spot, so we can't take that.
okay. Oh,
Which double half for you?
the one directly in front of her. It's like 5 squares in front of her.
That one?
That has vision. I think that's good enough, personally.
Okay.
Moving to position.
It's a little bit hot over there, but oh.
4 to 6. I think we roll it. Yeah.
Okay. Did that hit? I can't see. It's a blind spot.
Yeah, it hit for 4, so
Okay.
not lethal. We might want to look at Outrider's explosions as well. Yeah, she could finish off the guy that we shot at. Oh no, he's just outside the range.
Yeah, and then also that's a team kill, so maybe not.
I wouldn't hate Outrider blue moving and finishing him off as she heads towards the other point, but she would have a risk of exposing herself.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance to reveal, so I don't think that's a gamble I really want to take.
I doubt she has a move that can get vision, does she?
No, she doesn't. We were
Yeah, the
talking,
building's in the building's in the way now.
Yeah, we were talking about that loot. Do we still want to do that? 'Cause
If you don't want Outrider to shoot, I think she goes to the top of the building. Like, you see the top, tippy top? I think she can get there with a dash, and I think that's good and that's safe. It's like unlikely to get people running over to her. She could even stand in front of the ladder so nobody can come up after her. And that way we can get a vision on everything, to be honest. And then we're gonna honestly make more shots.
Yeah, we could probably do that. This isn't passing, right? Yeah, there's nothing there that indicates it.
You're good. You're good to click it.
It's not too far.
Just gotta make sure she doesn't
Not too far. She fucking goose.
Just want to make sure she doesn't break any windows.
Advent stink is unmistakable.
Oh shit.
Oh, so it's an enemy inside the base?
Yes.
They found us.
Oh, that's bad. That
real
revealed her? That's crazy. Okay, wait. Does Werner have a shot now, though?
It's a shot at him,
does.
which I think he has to take.
Yeah, he has to take this shot. He 100% takes this shot. Yeah!
Queen.
Something on this one. Target
All right.
disabled.
Can Jill get a vision of the guy inside? If not, she has to, I think, like, get upstairs and ready to burst.
No
in
one
there.
can really see the guy who's on the inside here.
Okay, so he's gonna kill someone this turn. So like, I need us to be like on top, getting. To him.
Yeah. Do we think we need to aid Protocol Outrider?
Oh, maybe maximum blue move. Yeah. You know what I want? I want you a maximum blue move straight forward, so you're sitting in front of that electrical, and then, yeah, there probably, and then I want you to aid Protocol Outrider.
All right. So we go here, aid Protocol.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Roger that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we need to be careful about is, I'm not sure what this goopmen is going to do.
Wait!
He did a lot with that stunt, to be
Yeah.
honest. Bayo is probably gonna try and take him out while the rest of us try and focus on this guy. Okay, this is.
Whoa,
Oh,
what is he? Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I would have also
No
done.
way.
Question mark?
Take those bastards down. We've heard
no shot. This is fucked.
shifters. Guessing this is it. It is a
4.
species. If only
Oh no.
Somebody died.
She died.
That
Yeah. And
berserk.
yeah, now yeah, because that was
strain of combat eventually.
his bond mate.
Time to recover.
I will say that pisses me off. There is nothing we could have known about that would have indicated that would happen. It's just kind of. All right.
Well,
Okay, so is he picking that up for us?
is that like a problem for the story now that Outrider's dead?
Probably can't be, right? Because like otherwise she wouldn't be a killable unit. It pisses me off, but like, what are we gonna do? Like,
We are not on Iron Man because there's no such thing as Iron Man.
so what? You want to load back a turn?
I don't know. If you feel cheated, we could
I feel
consider it.
cheated, but I kind of am like, I think that's kind of what we're signing up for. It's very annoying. It's very annoying that the game introduced a mechanic in a method that meant that a character could die from the introduction of the mechanic. I don't think that's great game design. Okay, before you do anything, just so we have it on the table, is a save even available, or is it only saved restarting the mission?
Yeah, we have a save right here. We have like the last 2 turns saved. It looks like because it auto saves.
Okay, what do you feel? Because you're bringing it up, so.
I kind of don't want to lose my Reaper on like the first fucking mission that we get her for. That isn't the tutorial.
I mean,
Let me turn the light on in here. Give me like a
Yeah.
few seconds.
this is
Okay.
this is very Sybil for the record.
It is quite simple.
Like, it's very like, I don't think we did something wrong.
The thing is like, okay, here's the thing. I knew the goopmen were going to be on this mission. I knew we were going to have like the imposter among us moment, and we would have like have the goopmen. I did not know that moving to the rooftop position right
Yeah,
there was going
it
to
counts
reveal.
it counts the horizontal zone that he's in. That does suck. I mean, the other thing is like, we died because we took 4 damage and then we took fall damage is why we died.
It
is
only
like-
showed 1 tick of damage, so I don't know if
The 4 was the fall damage.
yeah,
or
maybe
the
4
was
was the fall and he missed because aided protocol helped, or maybe he just hit 4 and yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
I will be real with you. I think that like, I don't know how we're going to avoid losing at least 1 unit, to be honest.
I mean, I think we totally can avoid it. It's only a melee. Like the
Okay,
group win is only a melee.
we need to establish what we want our rules to be for this, because
Yeah.
like, I think that like part of the issue is like, I feel like we're doing something wrong by doing a reload. Like, I think that we are, personally, I think we're probably fine to continue, but I know you don't want to really lose the Outrider.
I kind of don't want to lose our Reaper immediately in the playthrough. You know, I feel like it's kind of important to have.
Are they the only one? Like,
No, not the only one, but like we can't just go like shell out some money and get a Reaper at HQ in 3 days like we can with a regular soldier. If
Okay.
anyone's in chat and wants to object to our decision making, now is your time to yell at us. Because otherwise we will We will determine it all in our lonesome.
I think my personal, I probably would not reload. I would just run with it. But I also think that felt like bullshit, and I do not like that is in the game. But I think what I'll say is I'm okay reloading it, but I think we're going to have to establish, even if it's not established right now, some actual rule sets. Because like I know we're not doing a true Iron Man primarily because of technical concerns.
Yeah.
This is like actually going against the spirit of Iron Man, which is my concern. I can hold you to this. How is this as a suggestion? How about you make the call on this one, and I reserve full judgment rights on the next one.
Okay.
So like, until I give us a reload thumbs up, reloads are off the table. And once I give us a reload thumbs up, it's back to you.
Okay, I think that sounds fair.
So we can keep each other honest that way.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's an acceptable standard.
Okay.
I also like the implication that I'm going to have withheld power.
You're gonna save it for when your most favoritist unit goes down.
Listen. I just got off of Tokimeki Memorial. We have one romance in the plot. I'm mad that we're losing it. So
Okay, let's check this one. Let's check the 849.
Sure.
Yes, I'm fine losing that unsaved progress.
Oh look, it's Werner. It's Werner and Dragonova.
Where did this put us at? Okay.
So yeah, Dragonova is there. Yeah, this is more or less right where we want to be.
Yeah, this was just the turn prior.
Okay. So let's deal with the pieces that we have on the ground first.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't have this much info, but we do. I want to deal with what we see in front of us. We know that there's a guy over there. Bayo could move to the half cover towards him and see if she can get vision and take a shot on him. That's option one.
Do we want to just like try and play out this turn the same way that we played?
Oh sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine too. Yeah. Let's do that.
So we'll do this spot with Bayo. We went there, right? Yeah.
On my way.
And then she took a shot.
Yes, and she did get the kill originally, which she might not again. Oh no, she didn't. She got it down to 1.
Yeah,
right?
she got a low roll on the damage, I think. So she fires, and she killed this time. Okay, well.
Enemies down. Toss me some ammo.
So Jill kind of wants to go towards the actual point. I think Dragonova takes her blue move is what we do.
Okay, yeah, Dragonova is gonna be the like branching point of the turn here. So yeah, we'll just like we'll blue to like there, I guess, right here.
Either that, or we could go around the other way of the building. But I think we don't want her to be far away from Werner's sniper, so she goes here.
Yeah.
Volk says I am to obey.
Now, where is Werner's what's Werner's ammo at? He's at 1.
One shot. Yeah.
We originally got a shot with him. We can see if Jill can get him vision again. Otherwise, I'm gonna advocate him reloading. To be honest.
Okay, so Jill doesn't have a lot in.
She can go on the inside half cover, like by the car, that too. But I was saying, yeah, there. I think that's safer.
Okay. You want to do this before we take the Outrider dash?
I think so, yeah, because it gives us vision to determine the Outrider dash.
Heading there now.
So she doesn't get vision.
Yeah, nothing. So at that point, the last real thing that we have to do in terms of movement is Outrider dash.
So yeah, put her in the double full. I think that would be the smart thing to do. Okay. And she's hidden, so she might give us vision for Werner.
I am trusting you.
We
No sight.
do not. So I mean,
It just ends
I
up being
think
a
Jill.
Y.
I think Jill Y's and Werner can either Y or R based on what you want.
I think we want him available for player phase, so I think he R's.
Okay, I'm good for that.
Let's do this.
I am curious if the
right,
oh yeah, he can do both.
He can do both, of course. He doesn't end turn on a reload. How about R plus Y?
So I was curious if goopmen is on a timer or if he's proximity, because okay, looks like he's proximity.
Yeah.
We might be able to explode that guy with Outrider, by the way.
You might not have to.
Okay, so this is happening now regardless.
Yeah, it looks like okay, so Outrider wasn't revealed, so it looks like this is maybe a trigger because that guy
Everyone
died.
else is dead.
This is it. It is a remarkable species.
Which feels like it should just be the only trigger, but okay. So now, so what's his mobility stat? Let's start there. I mean, we're gonna want that shot, but I just don't want my info. Cynic.
About that.
And Jill can take her shot.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe we can blow. Maybe if we blow this open, we'll be able to see. Just work back at. Oh, big damage roll.
Big. See you.
Oh, yo! Did you just see that in the shot there? We've got our poster on the wall over here, from Mission 1. You see that? Advent Wrecking Crew.
That's it. Werner has a shot by the look of it.
Werner. There's a shot right there.
He does. He has a kill chance.
Yeah, he has a kill chance. You want to just give it a go?
I think we just rolled it.
Also, his mobility 14. That might be a bit difficult to see right there, but 14.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Noted. It's a little high, to be honest.
It's a melee unit, so.
Missed. Okay. So yeah. So now we are in a decision point. I think that we allow Civi to get swung at, and we give this guy some space.
Yeah, probably.
We want to move Dragonova into a location that she could hypothetically shoot from, while not being on top of him, ideally. There's vision. What if he moves one further? What if she moves to the tree? 'Cause that's even further.
Yeah, that's also.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Moving as ordered.
And
Okay,
it brings
check her hit rate.
Yeah, it brings her closer to.
50% chance and good hit rate, no crit chance. So she can't kill is the only thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to advocate for is I think that we should see if Bayo can get a shot while staying a safe distance, ideally. We don't actually know how much this guy does. Or did it say his damage rate?
It does not. There's no number displaying on the damage.
Okay. Does she have a ground spot that she can shoot from like Jill? I think going up there is kind of dicey.
It's really hard to see. I can't zoom out any more than I am right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna advocate for something. I think that Bayo should dash beside Jill, so she has vision for next turn. Assuming he doesn't move away from the window in a way that makes that
Do we not want to cover ourselves for if he does come towards?
Okay, fine. You
screens?
can do that too. That's also pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking here and Y as well.
Sure. I'm good for that. And I was actually gonna say I also think Dragonova wise, because if he moves, he's committed to his movement direction, which will not be towards us. Unless you really want to go get that gear right away.
No, we've got one more turn on it. Yeah, it means kind of. We know that there's like some. I think there's some presence in this direction, but it's far enough away where.
Yeah.
2 HP regenerate.
HP regen, okay. That is an important piece of info. Big. It's a big miss, but
Adjusting
Where is
Interesting.
where is he going?
Oh,
is
he's coming
he-
down. So interesting. Dash? Dragonova didn't see him for real? Huh?
Hello.
Okay,
Okay.
we need to deal with this guy. Okay, resistance gonna help out.
Yeah, they'll soften him up.
Oh. Okay. He's one hit lethal.
Yeah.
We don't know if he explodes. Oh,
He
this
won't.
guy
He
might
will
kill
not.
steal.
He will not explode.
All right, Bayo's out of ammo. I was gonna say that's a big risk. She could just reload and shoot. Also, like somebody else could like shoot then reload.
This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Yeah, I
shot.
actually think that's probably peak.
Do we want to try and feed someone else? But if we feed someone else,
I don't
it's
think it
looking like it's just
matters to be
Jill.
honest. I think I'm fine with this.
All right. Oh,
Nice. And let's see if these guys run out of their.
Oh.
Complete. Oh, so the resistance members did count.
Good work out there.
I guess so. Huh.
Okay. So our main takeaway is there is a unit type, as an imposter, that can just appear because we got
Close
into
enough to
their
the
zone.
civvies, yeah. Because it'll be disguised as a civvy. So, take mission photo.
Dude, Werner looks sick. What an in memoriam?
Text.
We're so bad.
Outrider. Please. Do not leave me. There, Outrider, please do not leave me. That's our propaganda. Any constructive criticism, or we're just
Only
sending
thing is,
it?
if I was able to move units around, I'd move so he's like in the background. But I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
we-
no, that's what we could do. That's the thing we could do. Formation. You get like mob is probably the best way to do it, and then like
Yeah.
edit soldiers, and then Werner. Let's give him a pose where he's like as close as possible to Outrider.
Oh, that's great. No, definitely have him looking straight at her with his gun. Oh, actually, hold on. The over the shoulder is also cool.
Over
Please
the
don't
shoulder.
leave.
And then we need to rotate. Nah, it's just like probably fine like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go back.
And a zoom, so it's mostly just them. That's heat. That's heat. Yeah.
Perfect. Take photo.
If it improves morale, then I suppose there is no harm in it.
Love that. That's a good feature. That's a good feature.
That's a great feature. I might take 1 minute if we're not about to start a text box.
The victory today.
Let's see.
One by one, we're evening up the score, Commander. Good work. out
Werner and Jill got the promo. Outrider's tired.
Let's see it. Okay.
So
So,
Jill.
so medical or combat. The gremlin can perform healing action remotely, heal and stabilize. If a single charge of a medkit is equipped, it will gain a charge. Okay.
Yeah.
Or it can send an enemy to jolt them, dealing guaranteed damage increased against robotic enemies.
Yeah.
Guaranteed damage. If that's not limited, I mean, it depends how much damage it does. I'm actually down to look this up.
I think it's a low damage amount.
combat gremlin.
Combat protocol is what you're looking for.
Sure, but Uh, what's the class called again?
Specialist.
Specialist class. Okay, so the attack has a 4-turn cooldown. Oh, sorry. My bad. It's got. Where's this guy? Combat protocol. It just says dealing guaranteed damage twice per mission. It does have charges. So, I mean, what do you? Oh, okay. But I got the answer. Versus humans, with the current level of equipment we have, we would heal 4 HP with a med kit and deal 2 damage versus organic enemies and 4 to 5 damage versus
You cut out there, but I assume you said robotic enemies?
yeah, 4 to 5 versus robots. So, I mean, I don't know how you feel about healing versus damage. I instinctively feel like guaranteed damage is quite good. But 2 damage is not a lot for the damage rolls of this game.
I think medical protocol is really interesting because it's tethered to the gremlin. Like you don't need to group in order to heal.
That's true. That's a nice feature. It also removes some need to bring a med kit on the mission.
True.
Because now we're going to have a med kit just built into this unit.
Yeah.
She's also got a good aim. Her aim stat is high, actually.
Yeah, sure. Because she's on the upper end of the aim, and we gave her the scope.
You want to keep her shooting and maybe healing with her other.
Like, I feel like you have to either, unless you're in a position where you see the enemy at the start of the turn without having to take a movement action, you either have to pick between shoot or combat protocol, right?
Yeah.
And if your aim is like good, we might want Jill to be more of an opener.
Yeah.
To try to set up the the kill with like a grenade or something.
I'm happy with this. Let's shake on medical.
Okay, we'll go medical protocol. Continue, and we've got Werner. Okay.
So long watch or return. Overwatch to trigger with squad sight. That explains why it wasn't working. Okay. When targeted by enemy fire, automatically fire back with your pistol once per turn. Oh.
I kind of feel like we want long watch because we don't want to put.
It
Werner
feels
on
instinctively like what his design is. We're not really using him as a gunslinger because he's got 5. And we gave him a teammate for that reason.
Yeah, like gunslinger is neat, but yeah, we've kind of given him the bond to get the extra action to use the sniper rifle, and return fire is like kind of. We don't want to put him in a position where he's taking fires. Is the thing.
So I think let's go for long watch.
All right. Rescued civilian.
Okay. All right, I will be right back.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. What we got? So, 19 civies, bolstered resistance, increasing income, expanded magazine. Got regular condition, 1 HP. A data pad. Lots of stun lancer corpses. Just like nothing but stun lancers, pretty much. Faceless. That's what the goopmen is called. I couldn't remember what he's called. He's called the Faceless. And the reason why I couldn't remember is because the Faceless is an enemy type in Fire Emblem. I didn't want to self-report myself like calling him the Faceless if he's not actually the Faceless. I want to press continue, but I don't want to like risk hitting some kind of like cutscene or something that Titanium's gonna miss out on. So I'm going to stay on this screen right here, and I don't know. We'll look at. Data pads contain vital data about habit, strategy, and communication. Our research team can crack them again until the okay. Interesting lore. Just making sure there's nothing in the blind spot. For anyone who's watching, my blind spot and where I have chat on, like overlaying the game, it's in the top right corner, so I can't see anything in the top right corner at the moment. And whenever you hear the audio cut out like that, it's me trying to move the chat window overlay to some other place. Wait, is that my co-commentator?
That's me.
Hello. So.
All right. So what do we? Oh, we had loot. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. So we got, because the loot was still active when we finished the mission, so I assume it auto claims there. So
Yeah.
we got an expanded magazine. We got the regular conditioning, regular
Yes.
PCS conditioning. We got a data pad which can be hacked. We can hack via family iPad.
Okay.
And then we've got just a bunch of stun lance corpses and some sectoids, and that was the Faceless. The goopmen was the
Faceless,
Faceless.
okay.
I didn't realize that also they wrote some like cool flavor text for all of the corpses.
Yeah, the lips are peeled back in a garish grin.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. But I had never stopped to consider that and read that until now. But I'm gonna press continue now. You're back, hopefully. I just wanted to see. Okay, so we got a research product to.
You got the iPad.
Yeah, to decrypt those. Autopsy for Faceless. Autopsy for Stun
You
Lancer.
and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today,
Nice.
Commander. Impressive work.
Got it.
Yeah. So it looks like our income goes up by by 3 times the amount of civilians we rescued.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
okay, so we're essentially we're building an economy.
Yeah, so like supplies is our income, right? You can see that in the
Yeah.
top over there. And we rescued 19 and we got a bump of plus 57, so it's 3 times the amount of cities that we get.
Yes. Okay. But that's that's a permanent? That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
an interesting permanent income increase.
Like it's gonna ebb and flow, right? Because like we are being like we're currently under threat of like the dark action of losing permanent income by the chosen. So I suppose that's how it works out, right?
So do we have any management sim actions that we want or could take?
Tech hybrid materials 2 days. Chavez is in training. We're waiting for alien debris 3 days here.
Just give the word and I'll get started,
Engineering.
Commander.
I mean, we could look at items. We have like what?
So we could get a flashbang. Sorry, what does that do? The flashbang? I didn't get to read it. Person disoriented, inflicting significant offensive. So Maya's hit rate. And smoke grenades the opposite. It's going to be like the old smoke grenade.
Yeah. And that's my
All right.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot to.
It's been slow
like,
going,
make
but
there.
I've made headway interfacing our equipment with the alien technology still embedded throughout the ship. Most of the
And
primary
I do want to check
systems are
armory
now
real quick
operating on some
because
combination of our technology and theirs. My hope is to
these
use the best
soldiers.
of technology
So
to come up with something
Outrider's tired, so we
something the
probably don't
aliens
want to
won't
bring her to the
accept.
next one that we do.
Which means we probably don't want to bring Werner, considering they get joint benefits.
Yeah, and Werner also just recently promoted. We also still haven't hit the rank requirement for a
1 unit, right?
yeah, for like the guerrilla tactics stuff that we're looking at because we want.
Oh yeah, because we need a sergeant, a captain, a sergeant,
yeah,
right.
and then captain.
So the one that is oh gosh, Jane, is it Jane who's our other leveled unit?
Yeah, well, we have a few who are all sitting at corporal right now.
Yeah, I think that getting one of our corporals to sergeant should be something of a priority.
Yeah, so here's who we have as corporal. Jane's out on a covert action. Oh wait, I think that covert action gives her a promo. I think that's what we saw.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we decided.
Yeah, so 5 days on.
When she's back, that is available.
Yeah, okay. So I think we just probably go here and find a way to spend our time.
So we don't want to go do the mission to save the guy.
The covert op that is going on right now
Is doing that.
Yeah, has to
Finish first.
Commander, after our recent members of West Asia's brought us reports of activities that we may want to investigate. Well, not
I think
now.
getting more. Okay.
Because we wanted to finish over here and get our rookies.
Yeah. So is there any flight time to get over there or no?
Yeah, it'll take a little bit. It won't take a full day, but yeah, it'll take some time.
Okay. Sure. We can go there and finish our rookie pickup.
Yeah, so you can see the time.
Play the gacha.
Yeah, it takes like a few hours to get there. Wait, what the? Okay, now it's 8. All right, we will just wait.
Yeah.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
Okay. We
So
got
this is
our research, nanoscale vest, new research available, plated armor.
so we could, if nanoscale vest is cheap, we could just go straight to plated armor and boost our HPs.
A light armor underlay derived from advent armor. Okay. Oh, stun lancer autopsy is
Instant.
now instant.
Okay, so let's just do that.
Yeah, let's do that because that's
The Advent Stun Lancer was apparently outfitted with the intention of serving as a civilian peacekeeping unit within the city centers. Although
This
they
is
are
indicative
equipped
that
with
maybe we
weapons
don't have to
capable of
rush the
administering
autopsies if they're going to
non-lethal
become
blows,
instant.
Perhaps
Recent
so.
reports indicate an increasingly aggressive stance taken by these units. Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly
New item
civilians
available,
within the
arc
city
blade.
centers, it seems they have come to
I think
rely
that's
on
like
more
a sword
brutal
upgrade?
means of
Yeah, for the
classification
ranger.
in the time since.
Yeah.
Okay, it stuns enemies that aren't killed outright. That's neat. Okay, so we've got plate armor. We need alien alloys for that. We can't do that. Also needs 20 days. 5 days on that. 14 days on the goopmen. 3 days on sectoid. Mag weapons. We kind of need to do resistance radio, so I think we should probably just do that next.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I will send word as soon as we have something of note.
And
Actually, as I said, I mean, because we haven't really committed to anything. Go back to that screen, the
Research is
research.
proceeding as planned, Commander.
The only thing I did just say was like, did we want to talk about? We can't do plate armor. It's
yeah,
like,
we can't. We need alien alloys.
Sorry, I missed that piece of the puzzle. My bad. Yeah, you're good then.
Advent has made steady progress in
and I guess
convincing the
we'll just take a
remaining
quick look at
civilian populace to migrate to their
the-
So much the best costs. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
providing a constant
So 2 Advent. So okay, costs corpses, which is interesting,
Interesting. Yeah, very
and
strange.
quite a bit of supplies.
steady influx
But
of new converts.
it presumably is going to give a 1 HP boost.
Unwitting refugees have little
Yeah, I'm
idea what
not
they're
sure how much it will
signing
give.
up for.
What can I do for you, Commander?
I'll check.
We still have one
You did
day.
a one hit point.
It's 1 hit point. Okay, it's kind of not worth, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's probably not worth it. But there okay, yeah. There's a generic buff to vest that we can also get.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
you don't
scan
have that
for
yet.
I'm gonna scan for rookies.
Yeah, for it's a couple hours. Yeah. So Markiplier.
Yeah, we got Markiplier.
Christine Koenig, we know her. Mundy. Do I know Mundy?
We got Mundi.
Oh, Crocodile Mundy. What is this?
Hell yeah! All right. So here, we go. Want to look at our new soldiers?
Yeah, Koenig was so pink. I want to see what she's about.
Shen design sounds like a great candidate for our next
soldiers.
construction effort.
Okay.
All right.
We got
so,
Christine Koenig.
Damn.
She's pink like the color of her smokes.
6 HP, 66 aim is pretty good. That's a
Yeah.
good. She's slow,
Weak spots
But-
mobility. Yeah.
but I don't think it's a bad unit.
I think that's exactly like Koenig was in our enemy within.
no
fight
no
there.
wheels. And
Yeah.
Then... Oh, didn't she get wheels at some point or no?
Maybe. I don't remember.
No,
Maybe
I
she
think
did.
I think every other support got wheels. We got fucking like so many supports with wheels.
So yeah, there's Koenig. There's Mr. Mundi, the
Mr.
sniper.
Mundy is Oh, I see. I got it. Okay. Do you have a lot of Team Fortress?
I have a few. It's funny that like they've popped up so much because I don't think I have that many characters who would be a Team Fortress 2 reference. Like I think I just have 2. I think I just have 2, and I think Mundi's one of them.
Okay, well, 14 mobility is something.
Yeah.
Wheels. 60 aim is not heat, and 4 health is not heat.
Yeah.
I think this guy needs something to boost him to better levels.
And these are rookies also, so.
yes.
We've got
5, 13, 62. Markiplier is a nice all-rounder.
Yo, yeah, Markiplier. Hold on, Markiplier. That's kind of heat though. Markiplier. I like what Markiplier's cooking.
Yeah, I think he does have a nice spread. It's interesting. Yeah, like we're kind of establishing our tier list. We're like a point of health and a point of mobility are like equally exchangeable, and I think a point of either is probably worth about 3 or 4 aim. In terms of
maybe
like
so.
my quality tier list.
So good reviews for Markiplier here.
Put pink on a character, they do better.
Yeah.
That's why Juan's cooking so much.
That is why Juan's cooking so much. I love Juan. He's awesome. 78 aim.
Kojima's Hungry Box.
Alrighty, so we got those rookies. So now we
New
gotta
rookie.
figure out where we go to next.
So yeah, so we have a couple more days to kill. So So the intel is a static thing. Eastern Europe and New Arctic, we have make contact as actions. So like we said, if we did reach HQ, it will raise our intel, but it won't give us anything immediately. Oh, gotcha. I see. So massive supply income gain on Eastern Europe. What's New Arctic? It's 55. Is New Arctic near anything, or is it like kind of out of the way? Well, it's near the supply drop.
Yeah.
I think honestly, we kind of want to go to the Europe direction because that's kind of where we're centered around right now. Like we're probably gonna try and deal with the assassin. So I think make contact with Eastern Europe is my vote.
Okay. Settlement supply 7 days remaining, 3 days remaining. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to go here, we might like miss out on some of the other stuff here, but.
You think so?
I mean, maybe so, but like, more stuff is gonna crop up over time, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't stress it too much. If you really want to, we could like go towards New Arctic, hit the make contact button, and then just go straight to the 3 days.
You want to just make a save before we make a decision here?
Sure.
I'm just gonna save over app because I feel like that's appropriate. Because that's how I was feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now. So. I'll take that as your approval.
Yes, it was it. All right, so if you want to do that, go make contact with the Arctic, and then we'll go to the 3 days.
Oh no, I didn't want to make contact with the Arctic.
Like, you just want to go straight to the supply drop.
Well, I was gonna say if we do go somewhere, we could just go straight to the supply drop if we want to do the supplies, or if you want to make contact, I'm down to just make contact. We made a save.
Yeah, so. I think Eastern Europe is the way.
All right.
This might cause a mission to happen, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll
I also am. Hold on. Can you cancel? Are you able to?
Cancel.
Although we should read what it says. Actually, click it again so we can cancel after. It costs us intel and time, and then you gain resistance bonus. Okay, so yeah, so intel is a resource we have. Times link distance to the nearest radio relay. Interesting. Could we see what India and Arctic's intel costs are? Because I'm just curious, because India is also right on the way. India's right here. I think we should maybe get India. You want to go up first or something?
I'm just having a look there to see if there's anything different.
We are limited in our number of contacts right now, so we want to get high value contact.
Yeah. Okay. We can go.
India's 80. Eastern Europe is 85. Is anybody else 85? Because is Western Europe 85? Western Europe is 70. I think getting India, Eastern Europe would be the money choice.
Okay.
We could get New Arctic if we really wanted to contact Asia, because I think that's those are all of the ones that we're seeing in Asia right now.
Okay. So which one do you want to do first? Is the thing.
I think New India.
Okay.
We're right here, so at least travel time.
Setting course for the Indian Regional Zone.
Commander, using intel.
Okay, so we have to make contact.
Managed to locate a resistance
Yep,
cell
go ahead.
operating out of this region.
We're gonna get interrupted by
Okay, so Chavez is now a sniper. He's taking out.
Yeah.
Okay, alien. Okay, this is important. We gotta go.
Yeah, because we need to. So I mean, here's the thing. You want to immediately build not the proving grounds, right? Or what did you want to build? You wanted to build the infirmary.
I wanted to build infirmary.
And I don't really know what that means, but need to recover from injuries. Soldiers can be staffed to remove negative traits acquired in combat. Yeah, if you feel like this is important, then just get it.
But we do need proving ground for MSQ as well.
But we don't need to rush MSQ.
Okay.
Right?
I don't think so, but resistance ring allows managing covert actions and coordinating with the this also seems pretty important.
We're gonna have to get money before we can do everything.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, just
if you think infirmary is good early game, then let's just get it, and then we'll do those after.
Okay, actually, you know what? Infirmary might be bad right now because it's upkeep.
We don't have
cost.
anybody whose brain's hurting.
Well, yeah, and also its upkeep cost is 35. That's a lot for what we have.
It definitely is. I just like you told me it was important, so I was just going.
It is important, but maybe we need to defer to something else for the.
Okay, so what do you feel between resistance and proving?
Resistance is the most economical. I'm not necessarily.
What does proving do again? Where Shen can test and produce unique types of ammo, grenades, and armor. Also interesting. We probably need to get proving ground in order to get like better armor and weapons.
Maybe so. Do you just want to go proving ground? It's MSQ and it's.
Yeah, I do proving ground. I think because we don't want to build subpar armor if we're gonna unlock good armor.
Yeah,
soon.
maybe proving ground is like the equivalent of like the foundry. So
yeah,
that's what we need.
Proving ground facility construction initiated.
Yeah.
So we have
Zane?
we could put that on 7 days, or we could clear out another room.
I think we build it over 7 days because we only have one engineer. Like we started the project, we've already paid for the. We should finish it so we can get any benefits from it that we can get. We do need more engineers, though.
We do need more engineers. Okay, we'll go back to making contact, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wait, no, hold on, because we can put a rookie in.
Oh, the VAT.
Yeah, we can put a rookie in here. So.
John Lee's already there.
Yeah,
training every day.
Training. So who do we want to train? We like Markiplier.
Yeah, so I will say that like, Christine is looking sniper. 66 is quite high for a rookie. And we did just make somebody a sniper though. That's the only.
Yeah, we did just make Chavez a sniper.
I would say that Markiplier would make a. Honestly, he's not a bad assault. Like a
yeah,
bad
he
ranger.
feels like he'd be a good ranger.
Yeah, do you want to make him a ranger? I'm good for that.
Sure,
actually.
we can make Markiplier a ranger. That way, like, he's not at risk when he's gaining this like bump up into the next class as well. So, or wait, no, that's the wrong one. The thing is at the top and it's obscured by the chat. Markiplier, yes. Make him a ranger, please.
Yeah.
Boom. Love that. Markiplier, ranger. Okay, so I think that should be everything we needed.
Yep.
And let's go make contact. Okay, Ryuji's back.
Ryuji's back on an action. Okay.
Covert action report.
So we've rescued Cradle Mox. That just happened on its own. And we got Jane Kelly to sergeant.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. So Popov and Kelly and Cohesion went up as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a mission that we have to do. So I'd say ignore it for now. Let's go get Kelly upgrade, and we can see if we can afford an extra unit, to be honest, which I think would be good.
Yeah.
Predator, watch out.
Okay, we want to go to... We want to do the promo first, probably.
Yeah. So 65 aim is not peak, but she is a sortie, I guess.
Okay, so here's what we're working
So we gave her Blade Master last time, so she likes using sword. When concealed, bonus to aim and crit chance against attacking, or it does not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. No Overwatch, lightning, reflexes.
Yeah, Shadow Step is kind of important.
Because we're not building her stealth. That's what we kind of said.
Yeah, I mean, we're not using Phantom. So.
And her aim's not amazing, so she does want to be a sortie anyways. So I think Shadow Step's peak.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I think we actually ran into a situation in which we wanted to use her sword, but she was covered by Overwatch in the last mission that we used her. So having that skill would just void that situation.
I will say it's not lightning reflexes. She does not trigger it. It's not that she makes it be wasted.
Yeah. So, but like, hey, you know, if I got a sword and I don't get Overwatch, I can just run up to a guy who's Overwatching and sword.
Slice his ass,
you know?
yeah.
So like, that's pretty good.
Okay, do you want to check Gorilla?
Yes, that's what we need to do next. So new combat tactics. Squad size 1 for 50 supplies.
We can afford it. I would do it.
Yeah, I think we do this.
That makes me feel a lot better about missions, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, Matt, remember how long it took us to get 5 units?
Yeah, it took us till like what, after the 3rd terror mission?
Yeah. So we can finish making contact, or do we want to go straight and do that mission?
Rescue soldier, Eastern Europe.
We finally got a lead on where the Chosen have been holding our soldier captive. It's time we get him out of there. Commander, if we're gonna win this war, we need to take every chance.
All soldiers will gain a single charge of the conceal ability.
The enemy during unpredictable
Okay, so
which require special planning and preparation.
interesting.
This is at risk of, I think, the assassin spawning on this mission because of the warning at the bottom. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I recall seeing that. Like,
No, I don't remember either.
so you know what we might want to do? We might want to delay
Wait
that.
till our Reaper's ready.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna suggest. We wait until Outrider's back and she's not tired, unless she isn't tired anymore because
They might just have not announced it because like she just needed to take a nap.
Yeah, let's go. Or no, not command. Let's go to armory and let's view soldiers and see how Outrider's doing. She's still tired. 3 days. Okay.
Okay, that's perfect. We have 3 days to finish making contact.
Yeah, so that should align nicely.
And then our Markiplier will be a ranger. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like we did not get to the end of the month.
Yeah.
Oh, assuming.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention.
Oh, okay. No, it's not
Our
that.
unwelcome guests are on the move.
Is this a council
Advent
request?
has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the
You know what this
black
is?
we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells.
Oh, okay. So this is Exalt.
Our enemy's operations.
No.
And in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
We're tracking
Okay.
the Alliance progress on this Avatar project here.
So we need to find the location of the Avatar project, the ultimate goal. Okay, so this is MSQ.
So, the Avatar project is the campaign lose condition.
Gotcha.
So if now we have a bar at the top there showing the progress of the
Dude, that's
Avatar
so much.
project.
3 steps?
And so if the Avatar project is completed, we will lose. What happens is when these bars get filled up, it'll enter a countdown mode, and we have until the countdown ends to lower the progress of the Avatar project. So
Gotcha.
we're not as close to losing as it lets on if we're like at the very end of the boxes up here, because we get that countdown period before it fails us.
But we are gonna have to do something to find, like you can click dark events. What is that? Like, are there special signal jamming? They scramble the Avengers radio signals, greatly increasing all scanning times for 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I think that the kinds of missions that we need to do in order to stop the Avatar project are dark site missions. Not that we have any, or black sites. Is that what they're called? Black site missions.
Okay.
So I believe that's how covert actions build the resistance ring to begin operate. Okay, so Covert actions would be really important to get, so I guess the next thing we should probably build in our facilities is the resistance ring. Anyway, I guess we'll make contact with India.
Oh, because we can't even do the covert action until.
Yeah, we can't do more, I think, until.
Oh wow! So yeah, that's a high priority. Okay.
Making contact. We've got the supply drop, whatever. Yeah, let's.
Okay, we actually might have to make contact and then go get that supply drop because, well, we'll have to decide actually. New target for guerrilla operations admin. We get a corporal grenadier, and it counters the dark event. So yeah, we don't take this. The dark event triggers, and our scanning times increase by 6 times multiplier. So this is essentially a mandatory mission.
Wait, where does it say 6 times?
It said it on the earlier screen when we were looking at.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to do this. It's an easy mission too, so I don't know how long we have for it, but I think this is like the crash site equivalent.
Well, we've got 5 units now, so hopefully it'll be quicker.
Do you want to bring some of our newbies or any of our newbies? It would be Koenig if anyone, because we've got Markiplier in the VAT, and
yeah, it's either Koenig or Mundi, but we like Koenig.
Yeah, but if you want to, if you want to guarantee that she is a sniper, we could just put her in the VAT later.
I mean, I don't.
Her speed is low. That's her main issue.
Yeah. Honestly, I think she might be good as a specialist.
I also think that wouldn't be awful, because like the robot will increase her range essentially.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my thought process.
Yeah, I mean, but do you want to guarantee it or do you want to roll the dice on it?
I kind of don't want to roll the dice on it.
I kind of feel similar, yeah.
So
in that case,
yeah.
Why don't we can't. Okay, so Jane's on the mission. Do you want to keep boosting a unit higher, and like get Jane up, or do you want to kind of like even spread?
I'm fine to bring Jane on this mission if we are feeling that way.
We have to get quite high to get 6 units, right? Like we have to get like
the rank was
several levels up.
The rank was captain, so if we go check
ability, you can go edit meta abilities. Or yeah,
so 2 ranks up.
2 ranks from where she is. That's not that far away.
I think we do probably want to try and press it.
Okay, so is Jane good enough to press it with her? That's the only question, I guess.
I mean, if we don't bring her, we're bringing Werner. Or I guess no, yeah, if we don't bring her, she's the only one who's sergeant right now, is the thing.
Yeah, she is. And the corporals, you're right. The corporals like to level together. And Jill is on the mission already. I think I would bring Jill, is what I would say.
That's fine.
I would bring Kelly and Jill, because I think that if Kelly falls, Jill's a good unit. I wouldn't hate leveling.
Yeah, okay, we can do that. And Jill's also a med kit without having to bring a med kit.
Yeah.
I'm down to give Bayo a rest if we want to give her a rest.
Yeah, I think that's good too. We're not bringing Werner, so do you want to bring Juan?
Yeah, let's bring Juan. I love Juan. Okay, we're running double sniper though, so we probably.
I probably would bring Juan rather than McKay.
Yeah.
And then, so we've got everything but a grenadier right now. So do you want to just bring John Lee to like give us access to all classes?
Yeah, let's bring John Lee.
All right, and then at that point, I mean John Lee, and everybody has pretty good aim. To be honest, Jane has the worst, but she's a blade master.
Yeah.
So, really, I'm pretty flexible on this last spot. Given what we've seen in these missions, I think our power play would be to bring another grenadier.
I'm leaning basically anything but sniper.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like, what the thing that would make these missions have gone a lot easier is if we had more grenades and like grenade launchers to just like remove cover and then just like blast away.
If that is the case, our options are Bayo again, who we said was sitting.
We're planning on sitting her. Do we have another?
Oh, Mary's wounded for 14 days, so she can't. She
I
would have
see.
been the other option.
Okay, well, I mean, the thing is, Ryuji's not great, right? Like that's like why I didn't reach for Ryuji. He's, yeah.
Yeah, he's not great.
He's essentially Markiplier, but with a level on him, which is not what you want.
Also, I mean, there's also Reset.
Oh, there is Reset.
Yeah.
Another sortie. She's got pretty good aim stats. She's got good HP, average mobility. Yeah, I'm actually fine with Reset. Okay, so yeah, let's do that because she's pretty good.
Okay, so we're not running medkit on anyone because we've got Jill is what we're thinking.
I actually think we should run medkit on someone.
Okay, so who do you want to run on then?
I think we can afford to run it on not Jane because she's gonna be up front. Probably either Juan if we want somebody in the back row, or Reset or John Lee if we want somebody in the mid range. Honestly, you know what we probably do? Yeah, we don't want to put it on Jill. Sorry, I was about to say Jill.
It probably goes Juan, honestly.
Just because he's far back? Yeah, okay.
He's far back. If he takes a movement action, he can't use his sniper rifle, so...
Alright, sure. I'm down for Juan to take it. Yeah, he doesn't get as much value out of a grenade, I guess.
Yeah, that too. He's going to be in the back, so no grenade.
Somebody else holding it?
I got to make utility items available. There we go.
Right.
Alright.
Seems good.
So, shall we head out?
Yes.
Let's head out then with our squad of 5.
We added John Lee to the Hungry Box flash kick meta, so we add another zoner.
But he's like the coolest zoner.
Oh, you're right. I love getting fireball.
Hey man.
I love fireballs doing 8% and clanking all my normals.
Just nair it. Just nair the fireball. That's what I do.
There you go.
Briefing. Protect device. Ooh, wait. So are we not on the offensive here?
I guess not, which would be interesting for snipers, but we might have to reach the advice.
Perhaps.
Secure the AO and protect that device. Hostile forces are already moving to destroy the data tap installed nearby. We need to lock down the area and secure the device at all costs.
We don't have a strict timer, but we are concealed.
Yeah.
And we'd like to keep it that way, ideally. So, like really, we'd like to leapfrog, like with like a big blue move, and then people catching up and then going further, like there's no point in popping our covert early. Is my point.
Erg is the close, like the furthest up. So on a safe blue, he could go here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Does anyone else reach that? Juan also reaches that.
He's also blocking people's pathways. So
yeah.
if John Lee wants to move first, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, he kind of needs to. Okay. He's Italian. Yeah, with nothing revealed.
All right, so we're going down this pathway, which I'm fine with. We'd like to get people, at the very least, like in line with him. Jill, okay, I was gonna say Jane's our sortie. She'd like to be up. Do you want her to put her across from John Lee, or you want to dash her straight to the full? Yeah, that's probably fine if you want to do that.
I guess we could do that. I don't see it. I don't really see us seeing anyone. Maybe this sight line here is the only risky spot.
Yeah, but I mean that's what cover's for, or concealment's for.
True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. We're concealed, so kind of forgot about that.
So, I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna have an expression, and I'll see how you feel about it. What do you think about John Lee using his dash to move further forward and make space for somebody? Got full cover right there.
Yeah, you like just like there is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Lets him also see into the room, which like, okay,
It's looking pretty clear. Yeah.
all right. So yeah, so okay, because I generally just wanted to get people. Somebody had a blue to his old spot.
That was one.
A one.
But I think it's a
Honestly,
good-
maybe not the worst idea.
Yeah, I think one's a good candidate. It's just like chill here.
Yeah. Okay.
Headed there now.
Okay. Actually, double jumped. Just put Reset next to him, or do you want to move her up next to Jane?
She
Or
can make
Jill,
it right
whoever.
beside John Lee here if we wanted to dash her. there.
Yeah, I'm actually fine with that too.
Okay.
I think we have to kind of move a little bit, so
Yeah.
I think.
We need to take advantage of the concealment while we have it. Because the more we wait for enemies to converge on the objective, the more likely we are to see them on our way there. So we kind of want to
Yes,
get
I
a good
agree.
start.
So do you want to get her to that full cover? That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. We do that.
Let's do this.
And I do not think it's worth overwatching with Juan.
Does he just like pivot around here and go to?
Sure, he can do that.
Moving on target location.
And Jane's taking her full move, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, that's fast. That's something. Oh my gosh.
How much health does that thing have?
I don't know. We might have to like actually book it.
It
like-
better have a lot because we really can't get there much faster.
Okay, again, big blue move and then dash is the way.
So
Now is Reset the front line now?
yeah, resets the front line.
She's got a good blue move to the pipe. I think she probably takes that,
So-
and then she probably dashes to the doorway.
Okay, so we'll start with that then.
Yeah.
On the move.
She can't make it into the cover of the doorway, so she probably goes to the.
Like the boxes maybe, or the wall here.
Yeah, both of those are fine. I think that's the path we're taking, right?
Yeah, this will see like through the doorway. The wall.
Then yeah,
won't.
do that one. I think that's good.
Okay.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Yeah, we got zoomies, so. Yeah, you can do them in like close. Okay, John Lee can get to the wall beside the pipe. I think he can do that.
Wall beside the pipe.
Yeah. You remember top left.
That one?
There.
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta catch Jane up a bit, but I mean, we just generally have to zoom. So.
Yeah. Jane's like able to. She can end up there probably.
Yeah.
You want to just put like Jill
Yeah,
there?
it's fine.
Already there.
And then he wants to be the back of the group, so that's fine. Yeah.
And then Jill can just go on the other point in that box.
Yep.
Or Jill,
Good to
Jane.
go.
Did I say Jill?
Jane. Yeah. Jane. Okay.
What? They're in the direction we saw them shooting from? Oh, this is
are
a different
bundled.
pod.
So we. Hold on. What are those red things? Are those hack signs?
These are like detection warnings. So if we make these moves, it will reveal us because we're kicking down a door or breaking a window.
We could get to the door and then quietly open it.
Yes,
right?
that won't reveal us.
I'm fine with that. I think we should get him in position. Because to be honest, I probably am gonna say that John Lee is gonna be our initiator because he.
Got
And they are
grenade.
bundled.
Yeah, he's got grenades. So you want to just like put him here in the open door?
I think so. Put him there first.
Okay.
Yeah. I think open the door on that side. I think that you don't move him further in because next turn we're gonna move up to the next doorway and open it. But I don't want to like move him there and then they see him through. Thing.
Yeah, we do.
I
have to be gentle.
I think that Jane runs up to the other wall beside him because that way she's in a spot that she can run and sword.
Okay. Does anyone else have any blue options here that reach the cover spot there? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Okay, so we'll put Jane here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all over it.
Oh, that's.
Oh, she's got vision. Oh my God. Can they see us?
Oh, he just barely saw her.
Okay, well, let's see. If they open the door, I guess. I mean, John Lee, at this point, he blue moved.
Yeah, and so conceal's broken on everyone, so we basically need to get
deal with this guy. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's how it goes. It's like
It's not that bad of a situation because we have.
Reset has a sword.
Reset has a sword, so she could deal with the sectoid.
I was gonna say, why didn't she go deal with him then? Now, right away. Can she hit him from the inside?
Yeah, she can hit him from the inside. She can also go here, and that's shielded from the guy over there if he survives.
What about if she? Yeah. Okay.
7 to 9.
I actually think that's probably good. Yeah.
But there's probably. I mean, there's a chance we.
There's probably more guys. Yeah, I know.
Do we want to?
But the thing is, that spot will get flanked. Is the issue?
Yeah, by the troop there.
Yeah. There's 2 troops there, so.
There's one. That's a mannequin right there.
Oh, are you serious? It's actually only one?
That's like a mannequin. That's not like.
I thought I saw 2 units, but maybe I just saw a mannequin. Okay. So what do you feel? What do you prefer?
I am a bit worried about the unknown. I'm kind of leaning inside the train.
Okay, fine.
All right, that didn't kill.
7, yeah.
But that's good.
So who has vision on what? Let's start there. He has a shot. Juan has a shot from where he is. Oh no, he has to move.
No,
he has to move to get a pistol shot. So if you can get the pistol shot on the guy, it is worth it. But
yeah, it's a sectoid he sees. So like he probably just goes here and takes.
He tries
pistol.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on target location.
Oh, just like one.
Yeah, we probably.
All right. Yeah, he tries it. Yeah, duck down, Donnelly.
Darn.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
We got to deal with that sectopods like as our top priority.
So do we want to just like put Jill here because there's not much else?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. This is also just shot on sectoid, so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Right. Does she want to take a pistol shot?
She doesn't have a pistol. It's
okay.
a sniper thing. Snipers have pistols.
If only, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we have aid protocol. Do we want to?
But we can't.
We want to just commit it, I think.
I think so. I think aid is not like the way.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's how I would have done it. Okay, but.
Not good.
I'm not a soldier, so.
I think John Lee might have to explode him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's the only one who's actionable now. He's got 82.
82 though.
It's his only shot, also. I think we gotta go 82.
I think we do 82 as well.
Yeah.
Get him.
I'll be honest, if I had seen that was his hit rate, I probably played that a bit differently,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so we can't get.
Ooh. Okay.
Critical.
He got the reset crit.
Oh boy.
Okay. They don't see us.
They don't know we're here though.
Yeah, they don't see us. That's fine. We can still complete this engagement without.
Okay. So we need to deal with this guy. I think Jane needs to go.
You cut it. You gotta say that again.
I think Jane needs to go cut him.
What's the cooldown on this thing again?
It's instant, isn't it?
Oh, there's no cooldown. Yeah, we can go cut him, I guess.
Unless you like really don't want to, but like it's the easiest. kill.
Hostile terminated.
It would seem
No way.
They saw that.
So-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have
Okay.
once possessed.
Okay. So, I think that we're gonna probably do a heal on Reset.
Yeah, we can aid protocol and
Do we have a sniper shot? We do.
let's see what one's got. We
No?
do not know.
Okay. I still think we're in conversation about explosives. A big AOE actually. Actually, to be honest, you might blow open the doors and make it to one guy as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I did this. Do you just want to do that?
I kind of do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, hold on.
It's okay. Reset's not in the blast. She can move still.
Okay, no, we'll do this, but I think we'll learn something when this happens. About
Okay.
this new enemy type. So.
Okay. Did he clap back or something?
No, he won't clap back. He'll do it
Nice
like
arc.
He'll do like a JoJo pose or something. Okay, no.
He just
I'm
popped
wrong.
his shoulder. That's all he did.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Do we have a sniper shot?
Yes, we do.
Nice. Oh my
Let's
god.
send it.
Send it. Yep. Nice. Dude, right in the
Critical.
gut. Oh, he didn't fall down? Oh.
Okay, this is the learning part.
So he sustained. So, can we kill him this turn or no?
I don't think we can.
Okay, Reset's in half cover. Can we get her to full cover to take this wherever shot she? So first thing first, can Jane Kelly put a heal on her right now?
Yeah, sure, we could do that. Gremlin heal. Right there, please.
Gremlin medical detail.
Now, do we get another action because we didn't move?
Be very interesting.
Because that would be really good because... Okay, cool. 4 HP. Yes, we get another action. So what we could do is, because we can't attack this guy, Jill can Overwatch trap him when he's actionable next turn.
Oh, I'm fine with that. And then Reset, we think that's not worth her running in because we saw there were 4 units there, right?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, she has vision here, and this is a double
Full
full.
cover. I like that.
Yeah, and there's no, like, vector.
It's like right by the wall. Yeah. I'm about that action.
Okay, let's do that.
Orders confirmed. On
It might be a
the
shitty shot, but like it's a covered shot.
It's not. It's
58
actually
is
not
not
that
bad,
bad.
actually.
Yeah, you want to send it?
Yeah.
Nice.
target disabled.
Okay, and Jill's
Yeah,
the
you
last
just
one.
wanna lie.
Yeah, she just overwatches to cover this guy's movement because he's gonna move from this position once he exits.
Juan took a shot. What did he do after he took a shot?
Ends his turn. Also, that guy owned.
I was wondering if he was if he reloaded or not. This thing is taking 3 shots. Okay. We need to keep kind of going in a bit, so can't muss and fuss too much. He has no good cover to run to. That's the issue. Reset might have to be the one to initiate and see if they move towards us.
Yeah. Do we just want to try and see if they see us off of this?
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, I think so.
That's affirmative. Got some advent here.
Ah, they do see us. Okay.
Okay.
Stun
Let's
Lancer.
see if they come towards us. Okay. That's a possibility. Does anybody have vision other than Reset?
Maybe once SWAT sights.
Yes. Okay. Nice. Love that.
Okay, I think we
he
just.
has a vision on both of them, right?
He might as well
Yeah,
have
yeah.
vision on one of them.
Yeah. Take the 70-40. 70-40. Honestly, he might kill.
Yeah, he could. All right, let's see it one. He
Ooh,
missed, didn't he?
That's not a kill. Missed. I think that Reset might consider going to full cover, to be honest, because she's right by the full cover. She just goes slightly to the right.
I don't want to be too close to Stun Lancer.
That's pretty far. You don't think so? You want her to move back to her original cubby or like into the train car?
I was like thinking like original cubby.
If she goes into the train car near her allies, is there a full cover spot for her? Like if she busts through, like go to reset, and then look inside the train car near John Lee, like on the inside. No, it's all half.
Like there's
Well, I like that. I think that's great.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, because then that means that they have to like approach us to do anything.
Yeah, I think we kind of want to.
John Lee does have more explosives if we want to consider that as well.
It's probably out of range, but we can check. Yes.
It says he has a flank shot on someone, or no?
No, it's target preview. Remember. Like.
So you have a half cover he can go to. That would he'd get that flank or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that half.
That spot's vision.
That's full cover. That do that full cover.
Yeah. Is there anything?
Unless you want like Jane to do it, but like, I think Jane can.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm fine with just putting John Lee in the full spot.
Yeah, his aim's better, so he's got better odds of hitting and killing. To be honest.
Yeah, so let's just do that.
Roger.
It kind of pressures the grenade as well if they move in on us. So let's just send this one.
Yeah, I think so. 70-40.
Yeah, the one shot, but it's not one this time.
Don't blow up your own cover.
That did not crit, from what I can see. Did it crit?
It did not. Okay. So this would be a good combat drone moment. Combat gremlin. I don't think she can get to anything, but she could give people boosted cover as well.
Yeah, for the for A protocol. I mean, if we wanted to try and press this more, Jane could just move.
She'd try and go for the kill. I actually think it is probably worth it.
Okay.
And then we can aid protocol Jane.
Yeah, move up in A protocol. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so we check this. It's 55 and a 50% chance to crit.
Yeah.
The crit won't
I mean,
matter.
55 kill.
Yeah. So we'll just send this, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Missed.
Okay. It's not great.
Okay, that's how she goes. So yeah, so I think get to the step up full cover and
I'm kind of actually thinking A protocol into Overwatch.
Sure, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I like having someone on Overwatch in this position because the stun lancer will just press our position, I think. So we'll A protocol there.
Aid protocol does seem good. Because often we were smoke bombing for like one unit anyways.
Okay, and we will Y.
I'm on it.
Ooh, where's he?
Pressing high ground. Oh. This psionic attack?
he's resurrecting a man's over there.
Brother.
Oh, he's running back. Okay. Okay, I guess that's.
We should try and see. I mean, can we deal with first of all, can any ranger get to the guy?
No.
That's not a sword. Yeah. Can one sniper that guy? I think he's in full cover, but you can only hit this guy right now.
Got this guy.
If you can only hit this guy, he might just end up trying to kill him again. But
perhaps.
I'd like to deal with the back. Like
I want to get the stun lancer at least.
Yeah, the stun lancer is causing problems. I agree. Do we also want to consider trying to blow up the full cover that the sectoid's on? Do we think it's destructible?
I'm not. It's tough to say. It is quite difficult to say, in my humble opinion.
I think Jane Kelly should just look. She's probably going to end up just either her or Reset is probably going to end up sorting the guy who's.
What? Just
she also
like put her there, or like there?
Like on the left. I think she might just try and kill the guy, the Psy zombie. I don't think we're gonna kill the guy on this turn.
Okay, you want Jane to do that? Then let's look at where we're gonna.
Because Jane has bonus sword damage that Reset doesn't have, right? Because she's Blade Master.
Oh wait, yeah, is that Blade Master give bonus damage? Yeah. It must. Okay, so if we do, let's preview this.
6 to 8. So if it hits, it kills.
Guaranteed kill if it hits. So yeah, we'll just want
That,
to do.
that was my logic. Yeah.
Okay, we could do that. That's fine. And hopefully we see Silencer here.
Oh my God.
Brother.
Mission confirmed.
Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear.
Yeah,
at
we
all
get it, Brad.
costs.
For
No idea how much health it has. That's crazy. Fuck.
okay, well.
95. It's an early in the campaign for 95. That move only sees the Psy Zombie. I think Juan only sees the Psy Zombie. He checks his shot. He might have least. If he does, he probably shoots.
Juan squad sights the Stun Lancer now.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
64, and then what's his hit rate on the zombie?
It's like 78.
It's 4 to 6, so it's probably not gonna kill.
Jill
anyways.
Jill has nothing to do with her turn other than like move up and either shoot or Overwatch. Maybe she just takes a shot.
She can shoot from where she is though. So
She
also could probably aid protocol again. Oh no, she can't because
yeah,
she's on a timer.
She's on cooldown.
Okay. I think that we we deal with everything but the sectoid. So who do you want to try and kill the Stun Lancer? Because I think we should answer that question first.
Right now, Juan's the only one who can do it. We have to do a reposition in some way.
So in that case, I would advocate for Juan taking his shot so he can give us an answer about how we should play.
Okay, so you want him to go for the Stun Lancer here then?
Yeah.
Okay, we could do that.
Kill.
Nice. Good ragdoll.
Got him.
Good job, Juan.
Okay. So now we would like Reset to move in a way, like up in a way that she can't use her sword. Yeah, on this guy now.
Not safely.
She can still shoot him from there. Oh, no, she can shoot somebody.
She can shoot.
The guy upstairs.
Target preview showing both, but also grayed out. Like one of them's grayed
It might
out.
just be a line of sight broken. That's what I think it is.
It's showing targets for both of them on the display, so don't know.
It might just be like really low hit rate or something.
I'm not sure.
I think there's a full cover between her and the target. I don't know. I'm doubtful that she'll be able to shoot him.
Maybe what it's indicating is that she would have vision, but
she would have if she didn't move.
She might be sidestep blocked is what's happening here. She also just has vision here on both of them. actually.
So yeah, she could shoot and then move, which is honestly probably her best action.
Can she?
Can she not?
Shoot and turn though, right?
Oh, it does for everyone. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
about that. Okay. I think she.
If she doesn't.
You want Jane to take the shot because you said Jane's like in the position that that's like the main thing she can do.
Well, no, Jane. Sorry.
Sorry. Jill.
Oh, Jill.
Jill done. You want her to move up and then take the shot.
Yeah, I was thinking move up, shoot.
Why didn't she have a flank?
Zombie probably has the hardened trait, so it doesn't get flanked.
All right, just get her there and she'll take her shot. I think.
Okay, so we'll just do like there.
Do the right side, I think.
Okay.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Just because I don't want to risk him having like bonus defenses in any way.
That took a moment to update. So this is what we're looking at.
Very likely to hit. Yeah, roll that. 5.
Nice.
Any hit kills. I honestly am wondering if we just move Reset and throw her grenade at him, so she can get up on the the big boss, and that way John Lee can take his shot at the big boss.
Wait, you want to throw a grenade at who?
At the zombie, at the psionic zombie by us.
That's risky though. Based
Yeah,
on
I didn't. I didn't realize.
We kind of have to do this, I think.
Well, then, and you want it to be reset? Does it from this location?
Yeah, I don't really want to risk. Like, we're seeing some weird stuff happening at the target display.
Got it.
So.
Yeah, just roll it. It's fine.
Okay, that fucking sucks. But we're not in a position where we're like in a lot of risk. I think that like what we
you don't want to move up like there.
Like I'm down to move to.
I think you'll have better hit rate though.
Yeah. What do you want? Do you want to do there?
There.
Yeah. There. You want to do here?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah. See what his hit rate is. Started there. 85. Yeah, I think he has to just roll it. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God he didn't go invul. Okay, so he is moving down. Is he going into point, or is he going to us? He's shooting at us.
Oh, he's doing mind control. Oh, mind control resisted but disoriented. Okay, nice.
That's fine by me. So she like, does she have no actions or does she have?
She's probably just debuffed. 1% hit rate.
You roll that shit every day. Unless you want to sword her. Can we check the sword? I don't know.
No, her movement is cut because she's disoriented.
Okay, well, I think we roll for the 1, baby. Oh, John Lee's out of. I think John Lee's gonna have to honestly shoot a grenade at him and blow his cover so we can kill him.
Well, he could also reload because it's not gonna end his turn.
Yeah, he can do that first. Yeah.
So we'll reload. Use one of the actions.
And then see if 5 can shoot it or if the roof of the train car is gonna stop it. Oh, I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's just get him with one of those. Fireball him.
God, I wish fireballs were twice per game.
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
We like. Can Jane take a shot? Because we did want to farm her if we were able to. If her hit rate's much better than before.
Wait, does Juan have?
He's out of ammo.
Yeah, he is out of. Oh yeah. Oh wait, but if he reloads, he can't sniper shot. That's right.
I'd say go Jane. Let's just see what her hit rate is because we wanted to give her kills. 41. I think she rolls that.
Yeah, because she's can't really move up at him, so.
Miss. Yeah, all right.
Get it together.
Okay. In that case, I'm fine with whoever wants to try for it. Yeah, I think Reset's honestly a good option. Move up to that. Could you do it from the full cover or no?
Yeah, or no, she can't do it from the full cover.
What about on the other side, the left side full cover?
This one?
I wasn't referring to that, but that's an option. Oh, that's not full cover. I see. She honestly, I think she moves up to the half cover. I think that's the safest.
She also can see from this spot here.
Oh, she can. Oh yeah, then do that. Okay. It's far range, but he's flanked.
Confirmed.
56. Yeah. Right.
We just send that.
Oh boy, this guy is nasty with it.
It's still moving.
John Lee reload shoot.
He grenaded, remember?
Oh, he did. You're right. She's got 1 shot left. She could move up and shoot if she has a shot.
Yeah, she'd be taking a half cover move. But...
I'm fine with that at this range. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go like there.
Yep.
Move into designated position.
Oh wow!
84.
Oh come on, clutch this. Thank you.
Nice 4. Okay, I was gonna say 3 would really hurt.
Oh, that's in the mission.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Soldier wounded, but I mean, definitely got through it.
the selection for the poses. Wait, hold on. We gotta like get the we gotta get the player personalities right here. Edit soldiers.
Oh, you want pop off? Pop off.
Let's see what do we got here? Oh my god, there's like a lot here.
The hands on hips is very Metal Gear.
Hands on hips. There's a lot of hands on hips there.
I want to yell.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Leap of faith. What's leap of faith?
Oh my god. Okay, talk about some lighting. Battle cry. That's the one. You want battle cry for 1?
Let me see leap of faith because I'm curious what it was. If you like doing Assassin's Creed leap of faith.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
so, kind of fire, actually.
So ridiculous.
I think that's heat.
You want leap of faith? What is going on here?
It's him getting shot at, I think.
Oh, he's like on the ground. He's like on the ground.
Oh, dude, the Never Surrender is also kind of heat.
What? Wait, Juan, we don't have this beam weapon tech. Come on, put that away. You're not allowed to use that yet. Oh, this is the okay. All right, yeah, cool. We'll see some some aliens that are spoilering us. Yeah. Do you want leap of faith or do you want the pop off?
Oh, I want leap of faith. I think it's so funny to have him back there. Because everyone else is like, I mean, like John Lee's popping off, but like everybody else is like doing their job, and he's just having fun with it.
All right, is this what we want?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. We've got some lighting thanks to Juan.
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts with fear. Their victory today.
Dude, Juan's so happy with himself.
He's smiling ear to ear right now.
Let's hope they all go that smooth, Commander. Great work.
Gravely wounded.
Okay.
Reset. She's gonna have to go hold down back for a while.
Yeah. She's holding down back right now on screen.
She is, yeah. Okay, so we got Blade Master and we've got Phantom again to choose.
I mean, okay, for the guy with like 3 health, what the fuck happened? We actually don't even see her maximum because she's wounded.
Yeah, for health.
So I mean, like, there's an argument for Phantom, but I do think that Blade Master continues to just be good.
Yeah, I think we should just go Blade Master.
Yeah, let's do it. Because we're valuing Blade Master a lot, we're encouraging us to use high mobility rangers even. Includes extra padding and blast plates, granting a bonus point of armor and 66% damage from explosive attack. So extra health and reduced damage 66 less, so you take 1/3 of damage. Or your can attack shred armor. Oh, that's interesting.
So
we haven't experienced armor as a mechanic yet.
Here's something we need to understand about armor in this game. It's not something that existed in the same way in Enemy Within. Armor, when we see it on enemies, is going to be like an additional health bar that's like yellow. And for every pip of yellow armor, all incoming damage will have that amount subtracted from it when taking damage.
Oh, all income damage. So, I see.
Yeah, so
that's really powerful.
Yeah, if you don't shred armor, you are not going to be able to get through armored enemies very well.
Gotcha. And he is a pretty good hit rate heavy. So, like, he might be one of our higher hit rate heavies.
Yeah, and like there will be a lot of like high value targets that are going to be sporting armor that we're going to want to deal with.
I'm okay making him a shredder. I think that like it's a utility more than we need like a defense unit right now.
Yeah, I think and like Bayo, honestly, Bayo might be a blast padding candidate, but John Lee's a shredder.
Just because she's so tanky, we just want to like keep on that track.
Yeah, well, also her aim isn't that good, so
it's honestly not awful, but yeah, it's not as good as that.
Yeah, okay, we'll go shredder here. That's
yeah.
It's not gonna show. It's not gonna pay much now, but we'll see.
Interesting that his will is also not at max because I guess he's tired a bit.
Yeah, just because it's tired. All right, let's continue. We've got an Illyrium core, advanced hair trigger. 10% chance that the shot will not cost an action.
10% is very low. It's hard to build off of.
Yeah. We got Priest Corpse and just more Stun Lancer, Trooper, Sectoid. Priest Autopsy.
Considering the limited
And we got
resources available
Corporal.
Oh, I forgot about that. We actually could build a Grenadier to have blast armor right now.
True.
Depending on what his stat line is. We also probably should have waited, but whatever.
It's fine. I like.
Attention, low supplies.
Yeah, because we bought the squad upgrade, so it's saying, hey, you need the supplies.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
This is just a noob. It's a noob.
I don't know where people are getting those damn
Hugh Clark. And canonical. He's a Grenadier.
True. Yeah, he got the canonical role. Fewer soldiers. Let's go check him out. Where is he? Hugh Clark. Smokey.
He's so thin now.
He is.
His health is not amazing.
Yeah.
His aim is good, although it's worse than John Lee's.
Oh, his health is abysmal for.
It's pretty bad
for being a corporal.
Yeah, unless it hasn't factored in his upgrade, his thing yet. But I think it has.
I think it has.
I think we might have to talk about blast padding just because his health is so low.
Yeah, we might have to.
Like, unless you want him to be like a shred bot.
Can we take a quick look at Bayo and see what she's 65, so she's less aim by a slight bit.
Just double his HP. You know what? I lied. I think, honestly, blast padding doesn't do enough for him to justify it. I think he just has to go shred. Blast padding is a rich get richer decision. You need a high health pool to make blast padding.
Yeah,
amazing.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's not looking good for Hugh Clark, but we'll go.
But having another shredder is a utility that is useful. No, we're gonna face armored units.
You cut out again. You said having a.
It will just be useful to have in the team.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm cutting it so much.
Yeah, it's strange. I guess.
Has it been happening a lot, or have you pointed it out every time?
It's been happening a fair bit, but usually I can extrapolate what you're finishing your sentence with.
I'll see what I can do to fix it. I don't know what it is.
We'll run management until we get the next mission, I guess.
Yes.
So. Supply drop available. Yeah, we need supplies. Oh, there's a scientist reward over here.
I mean, right now that is quite the value. Engineer would be better, but we're so close to making contact. I think we should finish that.
Yeah, we want to get that because I'm not sure when the month end is actually coming up soon. If it is at this, if it does correspond with the beginning and end of the month. So, okay, we got Markiplier. He is now a ranger. Want to put someone else in there?
The factions have indicated
Oh, sure.
they know how to track down
We
the
wanted to
chosen.
make Koenig potentially another specialist.
Yeah, so let's just do that. Okay, easy, quick one, figured it out. And okay, we did make contact. So.
Yeah, I was assuming that's what this was.
Long live the resistance.
All right, new income, 50 supplies.
New regional contacts.
And
What happened to old India?
yeah, we've got new options for further contacts.
Commander, the resistance forces we just contacted in this region have provided us all the intel they have on the Chosen actively working in the area.
What? He's
That's awful.
what? He's here? No, he's not, bro. He's in Brazil. What do you mean he's here in India? He's in Brazil, bro.
He's nearby. He's on Earth.
He's literally got an entire.
He's, I think, the most one of the furthest places in the world.
Yeah, he's got an entire bigger South America in between where he is and India. That's Unreal. What the fuck? Okay, well, do we want to go for the supply drop with the scientist?
Kind of, but I am worried that like we have to start working towards. I guess we can't do the resistance ring supplies.
Yeah, we need to make contact with Eastern Europe and construct the proving ground, which is in progress.
Oh, we have to do contact with Eastern Europe to even do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, then we can do the scientists, and then I guess we'll do contact, and then we'll work our way over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Although to be honest, getting the contact with Eastern Europe fast would be good, but I don't know if we're gonna. The month is about to end. It doesn't.
Oh, also we still have the Mox mission over there.
Oh, I thought we couldn't do that. That was the Cobra mission. I thought.
No, we were waiting on Outrider for that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because we wanted her in case we ran into the assassin. So, did we want that? Did we want to do that next?
I would want to actually get to the month end to know whether or not we have time to do actions, but
okay.
But maybe that's silly. Maybe you're right. Like it doesn't really matter.
Next retaliation strike. Oh, it tells us when the next like terror.
In 3 weeks, we are going to be forced to do an advent mission, and if we fail it or fail to do it, then we will get the dark event.
Did we complete in the near future? Okay.
So some of them we might be like not able to make it like back. Like it might get to the point where there's like multiple missions like forcing our attention at different parts of the globe, and then we have to choose. We have to like force take the avatar loss. All right, I think if you want Mox, that's okay. I don't think that's a problem. We'll just go for Mox. If we did Mox, we would probably do Mox and then Eastern Europe make contact because we're right there, and then work backwards. Because that way we've got like a nice trio set up for income for next month.
I'm not sure.
Those are 3 high value locations.
When is the council report?
You said you thought it was the end of the month.
I thought it was the end of the month, but it's. I mean, I guess yeah. We're
just make a save and then just like try to do an action. If it doesn't happen in a day, we can do it. We can go back.
I'll save over again.
Sure. Okay. All right. Go to Eastern Europe. Start making contact there and see what happens.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we start making contact.
So I was gonna say I okay. Yeah, we should do something else.
So what is this?
Okay, so adaptive personal combat stims. And sectoid autopsy
is now instant.
Okay, so how sectoid autopsy is instant. This breakthrough is 5 days. We said last time that the break
personal
will allow us to reuse them indefinitely. Oh, hold on. Yeah, actually, then we can actually start using them.
What? Personal combat sims will allow us to reuse.
So like you know how our weapon upgrades are one-time use. Our personal combat sims, this is saying that they will become re-equipable items. Oh no, I see. I'm looking it up right now. Okay, what it is essentially, we'll be able to give a combat sim to every single unit in our party if we want.
So, if we go.
So we have an up combat sim that gives +1 HP. We could just give that to everyone, and there's no penalty because we can just replace it anytime later. But we can only do it after we've gotten this. Otherwise, it's consuming a consumable.
Oh, so like we can unequip it is what?
I think it's a I don't even think it's an equipable. I think it's like a training program. Like they study the material and then they give it back to us, and then they just have that up.
We have a +3 one, right? We
Yes,
have the best one we can get, so let's just send it, right?
I think we send that. Yeah, I think let's get Bayo more hill.
Yes, she needs it.
It might be inequivable, but it might just be reassignable. But it's still very good.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a +3, like we can outfit that however we want.
The intel cost of contacting additional regions by building radio relay towers along our network. The further a region is from a relay, the more it will cost us in intel. So I would suggest building relays along the remote edges of our existing network.
Yeah,
I believe
build out from the
will be
center.
grateful for the construction of these relays. They may reward us in kind.
All right, let's continue making content.
So let's keep going. It should be the last day, is what we think. No cancel report happened.
Whenever you give the word.
I think that's fine. I think we kind of just keep. Well, let's view facility. I mean, it must be coming soon. It would be nice if we could finish Eastern Europe first.
Proving grounds, Commander.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna look up council report.
oh, okay, yeah.
XCOM.
Okay, this is interesting.
I was tabbed out. What is it?
So this is the foundry. This is what this.
Okay.
So we've got some.
It costs cores, not money. Okay.
So yeah, it all depends on. It
Okay,
doesn't
fine,
look like
yeah.
supplies. Supplies is used for Spark though.
Yeah.
Which I guess Spark, now that we're seeing it here, is the mech equivalent of this game. So it's not the same thing as Mech Trooper, but it is, you know, the parallel to the Mech Trooper.
This is sorry. This is the parallel to the Mech Troop.
Yeah, the Spark.
Oh, okay. So we don't have enough for that yet, but that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Skulljack does what?
It's a MSQ thing.
Gotcha. So we will have to do that eventually.
Yeah, it's kind of like the arc thrower. but
Now,
epic.
now the experimental. What is that all about? I mean, I'm fine looking this stuff up because I don't think it's like really interesting to not know about. So
okay, this is so I know what these are. So
they're
certain,
equipables by the look of it.
Yeah, certain armors in the game will allow you to mount heavy weapons to them, and then use those abilities in combat. So we don't have any capabilities for that. I believe.
Well, that's for the heavy weapon, but I'm talking about the experimental ammo, which
I think
is like it's essentially like every unit can select one of 5 damage types.
Yeah.
Which you have to obviously build.
Yeah.
And they have different benefits. One of them is ignoring armor, which is like the first one and seems like it's good.
Yeah, and we've got experimental ammo, which I think I don't know if blue screen rounds will come with that, but maybe it's like, you know, extra damage to robotics.
Oh, I see. Okay. We, by the look of it, if we do experimental ammo, we will get one of 5 random upgrades that we will just have, and we can give that upgrade to all of our units.
Interesting. Experimental grenade seems like it could be good because, like, would that allow us to use it with our grenade launchers?
Probably. Let me just finish reading something because I'm curious about it. Only primary and secondary weapons receive the ammo effect. It's kind of unclear what's gonna happen, to be honest. Like, but I'll check experimental grenade. It seems like, yeah, they're different weapon damage types, which will just improve our guns' capabilities. AP seems like it's the best one. Armor. So essentially, there's 3 types of grenades, and they can deal additional bonus damage qualities, which is either acid burn, poisoned, or burning, which are status effects, which look like they do 1 extra damage to our grenade. So I think I think grenades are honestly probably less valuable than guns. So if we were gonna do one of the experimental, I'm personally of the ammo.
Okay. Did you just want to send it then? I don't really know what we would.
I'm down for it. We'll get some information. We like it might not.
It might not. What, you cut out again?
It might not be as good as we want it to be.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
We'll send it.
Yeah.
Everything gets started immediately, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as we've made progress.
Okay. Now I think next thing we probably want to do is put our NG on more clearing duty.
Yeah, I think so. We don't have much money though.
We don't need money for clearing.
Oh, we don't in this
We
game. You're
get
right.
money for clearing.
Crazy.
How much time does this take?
It's a week, right?
That's 10 days here. Is this the same? 5 days.
All right,
Okay.
do the 5.
Yeah,
Let's just
5
get this done. We haven't seen any adjacency bonuses yet. So.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see stuff like that.
Okay, so you can go back to investigating. I think I have a suspicion that when we get to noon, it might be when the council calls us. Oh no! All right.
April Fools.
It was a real April Fool's moment.
April call.
I mean, at this point, I kind of do want to just get through the contact.
Understandable. We have one more to train here. Do we want to?
Yeah. Do you want to decide his? He's fast, right? Was he ranger oriented?
Let's go with your style.
I think he was 14 movement, to be honest. Yeah.
14. Okay. So what are you feeling for him?
I mean, Ranger would let him get in and just start slashing.
You know,
It would make him our fastest Ranger.
I probably wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for your father.
We do have several Rangers, is the only thing, but I don't think it's a problem.
We have a lot of
Getting the
them.
Avengers' power back online was a miracle.
We've what a lot of them?
We have a lot of
Deciphered their
every
system.
every
But we'd
guy.
still be half
I think.
buried
Yeah,
inside
okay.
if he hadn't.
Like I think have we
Everything
trained
he
one of
had
every
to keep the
single
ship
type?
running.
Not Grenadier.
I think so.
I think Grenadier we haven't
debt of
trained.
gratitude.
Trained
honor his
Grenadier.
We haven't manually, no.
Yeah.
But I think make him a Ranger. It gives him unique utility.
Okay. All right, and we'll.
I do miss randomized skill trees, though.
We're quite
All right.
fascinated.
All right, assign new.
A breakthrough interface allows you to reuse them indefinitely. Mag weapons inspired. If we begin research immediately, we should be able to.
Interesting.
It's still 15 days.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Let's do the instant sectoid.
Though I was never witness to one myself, countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion.
True. I
In
would
the
say.
time
I remember him.
since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field.
All right, cool.
Rapid physical evolution
New item
has
obtain
20
available.
years
Mind
to
shield.
test
Wait,
Kecksburg.
hold on. We got the
genetic
mind shield at the very end of
and
our
their
playthrough
pursuit of
before in the
advancement,
first game. The
regardless
research
of
available.
So we can
psionics.
research psionics now,
What? This early?
bro. I guess because it was like in the last game they don't want to like hold off. Kind of like we get mech pretty fast too.
Yeah. Well, the the main thing keeping you back from mech is the materials needed to research the Foundry project.
So Illyrium crystals,
okay.
which we're very
Yeah,
light on.
Yeah, we don't have any Illyrium crystals.
So, did you want mag weapons? I know you were interested in that. Or you said 15. Sorry, I forgot. You already told me.
The thing is like I don't.
None of these are amazing.
If these autopsies aren't good, we might just go mag weapons. Is the thing.
Do you want me to check? Because I don't. Again, I'm
Yeah,
so fine. with it.
I'd say check. That's what we would have done in Enemy Within. So we have Advent Trooper, Priest, and Faceless.
Yeah, let me do this one
But
first.
face-
So
actually,
Advent Trooper.
don't bother with Faithless. He takes 14 days. So just
Okay,
look
so
at Trooper and Priest.
so he unlocks the battle scanner, which is now an item that can be purchased and used. And then the Advent Priest. He unlocks the Sustaining Sphere, which is an emergency failsafe that automatically. So yeah, it gives us the one-time get out of jail ability that they have.
Okay.
As an equipable item.
I see.
And then the you don't want me to check Faceless? Well, I'm just here. I'll just do it.
You can. It's 14 days. We're not going to do it.
It gives us the Mimic Beam, which is a
Beam?
throwable utility.
No, Beacon. Beacon, right?
Oh, Beacon. My bad. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good item. The Mimic Beacon's incredibly good in this game.
Without any cover, to provoke the enemy into targeting the temporary holographic. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It essentially is a taunt.
Yeah. So Mimic Beacon was in the in Enemy Within, but it sucked. But in this game, it's really good.
Okay.
I'm feeling mag weapons.
I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think we want to get this soon, and we're gonna have some money, and I'd like to get weapons upgrade. Yeah, let's just do mag weapons.
Yeah.
Like the reason why Rangers feel so good is because
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
They what?
They've increased damage while no one else has.
The meme beacon is pretty dope. Is that what the community calls it, Chrono Cook? It's the meme beacon.
The meme.
All right, we go back in and we continue to make contact.
Yeah.
Commander, we just got word that the Resistance hit an Advent supply line.
The Resistance has relayed information concerning Advent supply line. We should disrupt their.
We can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
Now.
Oh, this is
This has a chance of Deathlands.
Yes. One thing that I think is the case is that the Chosen Hunter is the least threatening guy.
Okay.
Of the three. So.
Okay.
That
is good to know.
Yeah, that's something that.
I mean, realistically, I don't see a reason why not to do this mission. But we're obviously gonna leave it for another day.
Yeah.
So can we hit a save and then I want to test something, to be honest?
Do you want to save and then see if we can finish making contact?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, we're gonna save to the Werner fan clubber, so we still have.
Gotcha. Yep, just do it.
Okay. And let's finish making contact. That's what you want.
Yeah, I just want to see if that is within the acceptable.
Commander, we have a mission available that's reliant on time-sensitive
I see.
information.
We have to do it right now.
Later, but failing to take on this
But
mission
passing up the opportunity to attack admin without dire consequences. So yeah, you have to do it right away.
Yeah. Thank you, game designers, for that one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So when we come back, we are gonna do the supply raid. And then after that, if we have time before the month end, we are going to finish making. That will increase our profitability to the maximum it can be without having an expanded Intel network.
Yeah. Without making more debt.
Okay, that's perfect. Good shit today. We are making progress. I am a little bit worried about the design of that kid rider.
You cut out, but I know what you said.
I really don't know why I'm cutting out this bad. This is not what I want. I'm trying to play with my levels to see if I can deal with it. Am I clear and consistent right now?
Yeah, you sound fine right now.
Then yeah, I'm. That means I'm peaking. I turned myself up because you told me I was. I'm gonna turn myself down again, which might make me lower. But then hopefully now I won't peak, and which means I won't cut out.
You're a bit difficult for me here. I could turn you up on my end for that though.
Well, what am I on your end on Discord?
I have you at. Wait, can I not see if I'm streaming to you?
Oh, really? You should be able to.
Oh, okay. Here. I have you at 155, so I can turn you up.
Okay, I have you at 200. If I'm honest, I think just turn me up on your end because I'd rather keep myself at this.
Okay. You also did cut out.
I cut out there. Okay,
Yeah.
well then I don't know what to tell you. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do because this is not working. I'm gonna try something. You tell me here. What? Are you done to test for a minute and just help me out with this?
Sure.
Like, because you're on the other end of the line.
Yeah, sure. GG Chrono Cook. We'll have ourselves a weekend, and hopefully this time we will actually be doing Tuesday.
Okay, so I tried something. It did not seem like it worked because it like kind of was like cutting out.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything that you said.
No, I got that fact. Yeah, I don't know. Like I can play with my final levels, but I don't know. I might just like move off of this. This is like too advanced of technology for my skill with audio engineering.
Is Discord like sound suppression messing with it?
I was wondering if maybe that was it. If it was like a Discord side issue. There's a good possibility that's that, but I don't know how to like turn that stuff off because on voice activity right now. Is it
like beside the disconnect in the bottom left hand corner? Does it have noise suppression on there?
I don't know. Yes, it is on. Okay, I've turned it off now.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I'll just talk for a minute, and I'll kind of vary my audio, and you can tell me if I cut out.
Okay, you said you'll talk for a minute, and you'll vary your awe.
My awe. Okay, so now I'll go to the high end, see if I peak, and if it still messes with it. I'm gonna be louder, by the way, so you might want to either turn yourself down or me down slightly.
Yeah, hold on. I'll turn you back down to 155. Give me a sec. Okay, you can probably turn noise suppression back on since we know that's not the problem.
Well, we know it's not the problem on one end.
Ooh. So that's a lot louder. Okay, hold on. Let me turn you down even.
Yeah,
louder.
I turned it to max for a reason.
Okay. Speak again.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's okay. I think that's good. 80 is where you're sitting at right now.
Okay, so here's my one thing is I'm at the like peak end of the audio spectrum right now.
Yeah.
So if I get a little bit louder on my end, it might go, oh, this is too loud and stop transmitting it. So I'm going to try and do that, okay?
Okay. So
this is me talking significantly louder than I was talking.
Then you were talking and then cuts out.
Okay, so something's going on with the way this is. I think I'm going to just like move to a less sophisticated microphone setup because like I do have to manage this pretty precisely when I use it for streaming.
Oh.
And sorry, I did turn myself down again. I forgot to warn you.
That's okay.
Yeah, but like I don't want to deal with this as a regular issue. I would rather use a worse quality mic and just like be brainless. So I'm gonna do that for next time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run off on you though. It's early tonight because Julia's going to Canada's Wonderland tomorrow. A new coaster that's opening.
Oh, okay.
Which means that she has to wake up at like 7 a.m. on our just to like get there when they open.
I've not been to Canada's Wonderland in probably like maybe half my lifetime's length.
Damn. I am a yearly pass holder primarily because she's like a big like roller coaster junkie. In fact, like the only reason she came with me to last Undertow was because she wanted to go and go to I forget what it's called, but like it's something peak. It's like
it's peak. It's
it's literally peak. But they have a big like famous theme park in Ohio, I think.
They got famous theme park. They got famous water park. What parks don't they got that are famous? That are famous.
Parking regulation.
They don't got famous parking lot.
Yeah. They don't have the money match technology.
If only they had what, you know, ONPM has, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna run off, but good shit today, buddy.
Yeah, good stuff. I used my mulligan, so I don't get to mulligan again until you mulligan.
So and I'll be honest, I'm gonna be resistant to using it.
Fair. Yeah.
So we might not get one for a very long time.
Yeah.
And if I never use it, even better.
That's fine by me. I just didn't want to lose like Reaper at the fucking very beginning of the playthrough.
Yeah. Hold that L for when we lose Scavenger next mission.
Bro, like imagine like next time we do a Chosen Assassin territory mission, she shows up and we don't have Outrider, you know? Like we don't have the ability to huck Claymore plus grenade. Like that would suck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that completely changed our relationship with that mission. So.
Yeah. At least we
also
had to reveal her, though.
have you closed the game, by the way?
No, the game's still.
I was gonna say we saved. Just like load the game up. Just want to check one thing. And try using the PCS, like the 3 HP thing, and see how it works now.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was gonna say something about that, and then I forgot about it because there's just so much. There's just so much to do. Who we want to? Who's getting it? Who's Outrider?
Well, ideally, yeah, sure, Outrider.
Okay.
So, I don't know if it's. So we should go to a different unit and see if we can put it on. Not.
Let's give it to. Okay, yeah. So.
It's equipable.
Yeah, it's equipable. So if we go back to Outrider.
I mean, we were just coming off of a save, so yeah, try just putting the. Although to be honest, it might not allow you to go down the tree. We may have done this in an order that is not conducive to.
Yeah, maybe so. Unless it's like, oh no, that's aesthetic customization. Is there anything in here about loadout? No.
Yeah, the thing is, it says that you can reuse them. Not that. So yeah, we had to load back and then use the 1 HP. Place it with 3 HP one.
Yeah, that's what we'll see about.
It says you can change types and you can upgrade. But it didn't say anything about downgrade, which is like the one thing we tested.
Yeah, I guess that would be like counterproductive to the goal that this game tries to set of like stopping all the unequipped, re-equipped shit again. So we'll go back to Outrider. We'll put on the +1 conditioning, and then we'll go here again, and we'll.
Then she can put on +3 and see if the +1 becomes available.
Yeah. Okay. So
gotcha.
that's
okay. So yeah. So that's the way it goes. So we'll have to see once we have a different upgrade. Like we have like an aim upgrade. We have to see if we can go from +3 health to like +1 aim.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, like the point of this is like we're not wasting an upgrade by putting it on a unit. Like it can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if that unit dies with that upgrade, then.
Oh, is that something you read about it? That
No, but I'm assuming that.
I also assume that, honestly.
Enough for me to believe he's loyal to our cause. There may still be a few.
So we really want to put this on the units that we really want to protect early game.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make the decision now because I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we've got.
But we'll catch this up later.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be running this again on Tuesday for real this time.
That is the plan. All right, catch you later, buddy.
All right, bye-bye. Have a good night. Ooh, spooky warlock guy. Oh. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for today. If anyone's still around, I don't think anyone is, but that's okay. Again, like I said, hopefully we'll be back Tuesday this coming week. So, see you then. Have a good night. for anyone who's at